Hi guys, Dr. Tata here and welcome back to Doctor's Gaming and welcome to another session of D&D Curse of Strahd campaign number 2, I guess. This is the Monster of the Month campaign. I call it campaign number 2, but this is technically speaking like the first one I created. But the players have been doing this for a few months now, and we only started streaming this a couple of weeks ago. So the reason this is called the Monster of the Month is each month or every second month they will be facing off against a monster. They don't necessarily know who that or what that monster is. At the moment, the Monster of the Month is possible that it's there, possible that it's not, depending on all of the players' choices. Hopefully by the end of today, I will know if there is going to be a Monster of the Month for this one. But right now they are doing the main quest, which involves the Wizard of the Wines, and a winery under siege by druids. We have a split party currently and also a few missing members, but we will see how this goes in just a second. Even with the missing members, we will be playing as 3 people today, so that's more than enough to have a campaign, and each of them will be playing another character. So let's head in and listen to. Let's see what all the other players have to say. I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Holy shit.
Whoa. Oh, is that just D4s? Why 500 of them?
Oh shit, why? What?
Sorry, I didn't know it was gonna come up like that.
It usually does. It's a good way to. You can roll like 200 D20s as well to see if you get natural 20s or natural ones.
God damn, you got a lot of fours though.
But he got a lot of
A
ones
friend
as
of
well.
a friend of mine from an arena is gonna have a bag of holding with 500 daggers in it and dump it on someone's head.
Oh, okay, I
Nice.
see.
I am so sorry. I didn't know it was gonna come up with every single.
Let's see, because I usually go with like 100 D20s sometimes when I feel like I need to get all the bad rolls out. I mean, that wasn't a good roll either.
Yo, there were a lot of actually most of it is terrible.
Yeah, most of it's terrible. It's just a bad roll.
Not ones, but still very low rolls.
Yeah. I got more natural 20s than ones, but ugh, it was a bad roll. Alright, so are we ready for this?
Yes,
Kind
let's
of.
do this.
Let's do this, kind of. I hope you are. Alright, so last where we left off, you had listened to the old coot who runs the Wizard of the Wines tell you all about his winery and introduce his entire family to you, and you realize these were members of the Keepers of the Feather. Not surprisingly, they are able to change into were ravens, and you met a the one of the only family members who is willing to take you to the Wizard of the Wines, which is currently being ambushed by druids, Stefania Martikov. Her husband Dag elected to stay behind to take care of their 4 children, and she went to give you the grand tour of this winery. As soon as you entered into the vineyard, you were ambushed by these large plant-like creatures called needle blights. They attacked you from a distance and forced you into the winery, which, I mean, you wanted to go there anyway, so no skin off your bones. Inside, the battle intensified as you started fighting these smaller blights. Our monk did everything a monk could do, which was kick butt and take names, I guess. He definitely kicked a lot of butt on a lot of druids' faces, while the rest of you took care of the smaller druid blights. Um, you almost had some trouble against vine blights, but you took them out quite handily. And we ended our session with Beatrice having touched this sponge-like, staff-like thing, which one of the druids was holding, and was instantly teleported to another location. That's where we left off. So Beatrice, uh, you are currently looking down at this blackened staff with these twigs sort of wrapped around it, but it still has this black liquid. I don't want to say um, sapping out of it, but you realize as you touch this staff that you have just been teleported somewhere else. It's a lot darker than you expected. What would you like to do?
Um, so because I had a look at the map like a few minutes before,
Mm-hmm.
and Stefania was pointing me to the place where the main druids are the Jester Hill, do I see any
Mm-hmm.
similarities? Am I still
Well,
outside?
yeah, you are definitely outside. You are in this small little grove. You can see this large, ancient-looking tree with a similar features to it. I just want to cut and copy something here quickly. Um, what yes, you're standing at the south end of a hilltop, and it's in this sickly copse of a grove of dead trees and shrubs with this huge misshapen tree at its core. Blood is oozing like sap from this twisted trunk of this tree, and you can see skulking a few corners of the tree 6 humanoid creatures covered with needles. They all look the same as the ones that ambushed you outside. Um,
And how far are they from me?
they are, we'll say maybe, let me measure this actually. 75 feet a piece to 100 feet away. You're right next to this large ancient tree.
Um,
So all you can see at the moment is this tree and this large copse of other bushes and trees. You can see one or two of them just peeking their head out and making that sound. So this map, by the way, is a lot bigger than you'd expect. As you can see, one square here is 50 feet.
okay. Um, if I am within 60 feet of this tree, I'm right in front of it.
You are standing right next to that tree, yes, with the stuff. So I'm going to share with you a picture under your under magic items called Gulthias staff, just so you know what what the staff looks like at least. Okay, actually, I can show it to all players. Why not just show it to players? Let me see if that works. So everyone can actually see it. Can you see it, Beatrice?
Yes.
Mhm. All right. Anyone else can see it as well? Roland and Av.
I can't see anything.
All right. So under
I
no,
can't
you
see
yeah, not the map. Under magic items. They'll
under magic items.
in your journal under magic items, the thing called Gulthias
The
staff.
stuff. Yep, I could see it. Ooh, that's cool.
Yeah, that's
Ooh, nice.
right.
Definitely doesn't look spongy though.
Yeah, its description says it's spongy. It's just strange. But yeah, these blights are currently just staring at you, and you can hear the soft, sickening sound of blood just dripping from this tree, or ichor, or whatever this black liquid is.
Okay, I will try, since I'm next to it, very fast to do divine sense because I'm
Ooh,
curious.
ooh, yeah.
Let me copy it for you.
Please do. hmm Alright, so good and evil until the end of your turn. You can sense anything affected by the Hello spell or know the location of any celestial fiend undead within 60 feet that is not behind total cover. Alright, so the creature, these blight-like things, they are not undead. The tree itself is definitely hallowed, or no, not hallowed. Sorry, what's the opposite of hallow?
Desecrated.
Desecrated, yeah. But I mean, you can definitely sense this evil emanating from this tree. Large, large evil. It's not undead, but it is evil.
It's a kind of magic, I guess,
Yeah.
coming from it.
What's the range for your
60 feet.
60 feet? Okay, yes. The tree is definitely emanating this evil putrid sense and scent of death. Your scar on your neck that's still healing gives this throbbing pain as you feel this necrotic energy as well. A bite where Strahd had bit you.
And the staff, do I get any sense from it? I'm just holding it,
You're just
but
holding it,
nothing
yeah.
else.
Yeah, nothing
Okay.
else from it at the moment.
Okay, since I see some blights around, I think I'm gonna have a quick look and see what else is around.
All right, certainly. Which way are you starting to going to head?
Probably I'm gonna
Some
try
blights around.
to head away from them because
Mhm.
first my perception sucks, so I want to know how many are around me and I have to get back.
Yeah, you see there's a little
the
dirt road heading up the hill this way. Make me a quick perception check, because there's obviously something I do want you to see. Even if you fail it, I'll probably... Hey, there we go. You know, you haven't failed it, finally. Yes, so you can see that the road heads back up towards this hill. There is this large statue-like thing at the top that's sort of in this thundercloud circle thing that's creating all of this darkness. There is thunder and lightning hitting most of the hilltop, and to your west, you can see the unmistakable sight of something on fire. I'd say probably northwest-ish. It's a smallish thing. It's about 400 feet away from you.
Okay. I'm thinking about sacrifice and religion, so I don't know if a religion check would do something or
Okay.
make sense because I'm far away also.
Mm. Yeah, you know you're far enough away. Well, you know you're quite far away from the winery. You're not exactly sure how many hours away, or well, you know it's not days away.
What I will do is I will try to start casting Find Steed.
Okay.
It takes 10 minutes
Mhm.
because I need to get out.
Definitely, I think that might be the best option here is trying to cast
Yeah.
Find Steed. Okay.
And also I don't know how many of these small things are gonna be around here.
From your
And
perspective,
that's why I'm a
yeah,
bit scared.
yeah. Do you want to try and do you find Steed here next to this tree, or do you want to find another spot to do it in?
I will probably start walking slowly towards the road and
Okay.
start like casting it. I don't think it's concentration, but I can copy.
Yeah, I don't think it's concentration either. I think you can do it while moving, but we'll double check. So I'll have you move to here, and then I'll jump over to the other people who are stuck at the winery.
Okay.
But I'll let you know where you end up. Duration instantaneous. Yeah. So, in your mind, how would you try and summon your steed?
I'm thinking about like the magical horse that Aurelius used to summon, and I'm focusing on that, and I'm trying to make it appear like towards the end of the path, I guess.
Okay, certainly. Right.
So that I'm like on the road when it's there, and then I just head back to the
Yeah.
winery.
You see, as you're heading up this hill, there is this circle of stones coming into view, and the thunder and lightning is hitting a lot of those stones, and then this large ominous mound-shaped thing statue is also there. You can start seeing some of the details, but we'll get to that in a second, as we're in the middle of combat. All right, Evelyn, you are up.
In turn order?
Yeah, it's turn order. That was
Roll an
Yes, but
initiative.
what are we fighting?
The
One
druid.
druid?
what was the last thing you saw?
I don't
Beatrice
remember.
run in.
Sorry, yeah, that's the thing is you're standing outside. Roland just saw Beatrice disappear, which he can happily say if he wants to.
Yeah, my first initial reaction was, "Oh no!"
There you go. Oh no.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh yeah!
Oh yeah.
Beatrice is gone.
There we
She
go.
just vanished.
So,
It looks
Evelyn.
like Evelyn will just rush in, see this, and say, and instead of thinking about it, she'll just kill the druid immediately.
Sure. Because that's going to happen.
It won't.
Okay. Go for it. That hits.
That's one, and that's just for the second one.
Okay.
Both hit, right?
Yeah, obviously. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
So
Okay.
it's 23 damage.
Uh-huh. 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 The druid is still alive, but where are you hitting it, by the way?
I guess in both shoulders.
Sorry to hear that, Vinyl. I hope you are happy and healthy today. But hey, I hope you have fun in home too as well. In both shoulders. Okay, so this druid is bleeding, yelling. It literally had its hand on its throat, staring in front, and now it was just looking at its staff as it was trying to see what the hell happened to it. But then it looks at you, goes, "Ugh." Its mud-covered eyes and its matted hair, its teeth. It's all just looking shocked and surprised. Roland.
So I'm gonna come in here, yelling, "What did you do to my friend?"
All right, it's going to go. It starts speaking in Druidic, because that's all it can speak.
And I'm gonna try to knock him out
All right.
because I want answers as opposed to just killing it.
Yeah, because in this game we get answers.
Hey, you never know.
I'm
kidding.
sorry. When did I never give you answers before?
I'm kidding.
26 to hit. For
That will hit, and make it unconscious as well.
Oh, okay, that was fast.
I didn't say it was a strong druid. I just said it wasn't killed by Evelyn's knocking out things. Um, let me see something. You can make a perception check. So I'm gonna give you a description of this room since we haven't, I think, gotten a description of this room. W3. Right. So yeah, you're in a room with strips of iron and wood lying neat in piles on the floor of this workshop, the walls of which are lined with tools. There are work tables standing against the walls. So clearly this is where the barrels are starting to be made. There are these long wooden planks and mallets and things. You, Mr. Roland, can immediately see there is, or hear there is, I don't know if you can see it yet, but there is a sound coming again from the winery, that of the old creaking wood, and a splash. So coming from this direction.
Okay. So I would relay this information. I think there's another person on the other side of this. I think there's a doorway, right?
Yeah, there's a door. There's a doorway over here in front of you.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would yell out to Ivor.
I'm
and
guessing
Steve
that
and
we're
say,
out of
"There's-
combat, right?
There's someone through.
No, you're not out of combat. If I said you were out of combat, it would have been fine. But you're not out of combat. That's why.
Oh, okay. Sure.
That's why I had him
So
do this. Yes.
So I moved 15 feet. Can I
Mhm.
keep moving?
Yeah, you can keep moving.
Can I try to open the door?
Yep. It's an interaction. So that's a free action. There we go. You see rows of new barrels fill this floor. A narrow stone staircase spirals upward in the southwestern corner, and you hear this creaking noise coming from the room another door. This way.
All right. Oh, is that double doors?
Yeah, those are double doors.
I hear creaking through the double doors. You said.
Mm-hmm. Si, senor.
So I'm gonna try to open the double door.
All right. These are the same. These are the doors that head back into the winery, into where you just had. Well, you didn't have any battles, but you see the broken and beaten wine barrels, and you can see these three large, well, actually, yeah, three large needle blights. All one of them up to the staircase, and other two searching through the barrels, and a druid with this shimmering shape also in the distance. I don't know if you can see him, but he's about there.
No,
No.
nope, can't see it.
Right, I'll say that you can see him. You can just see the shimmer of it, but you can at
So,
least
I mean, I
see.
guess in theory, it'd kind of be right there, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, in theory, you'd be right there. So that's why you can
Okay.
see these three blights over here, and Monsieur Druid over there.
Well, I got 15 more.
Okay. Let me add these blights into initiative, even if they're not going to survive. Initiative. Ooh, whole 9. Woohoo!
I love that you just add them and it's like, they won't survive for long.
No, they won't.
All right.
I've met this team before. So this druid has got a shimmering shape over it, which the others did not have.
This is the druid on the staircase?
No, the druid is over here. I don't know if you can see him. Yeah, he's underneath the staircase. So you've got a blight over here, through here, into there. You've got a druid, and then you've got
Okay.
one
Well,
blight there, one
I
blight
see
there.
this. I see this first blight right here.
I
so I'm
see.
gonna go up to it.
Yeah, sorry, give me a second. I see why you can't see it. So this one's been smashed, and this one's been smashed. There we go. Now you should see the
Oh.
druid. And I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
I
got
think
it.
this one was smashed as well. There we go. That makes it much better, doesn't it? And easier. Now you can see all your enemies. Because these wine barrels have been smashed to pieces by someone's spells. I won't say who.
We got 5 guesses.
And all of them start with I.
Yep.
Does this change things for you?
Well, yeah, it kind of changes the perspective a little bit.
It does, doesn't it? Sorry, dynamic lighting, my fault. I don't see that. I don't see what you see. Thanks for letting me know. So, like I say, all
So
of these wine barrels have been smashed to pieces. The wine have now almost dried, but not fully dried. They're not going to poison you at the moment because they are about ankle depth. You're not going to be swallowing them like the other two had swallowed them, or other three had swallowed them.
Okay, so I'm gonna move here because that would be the end of my move.
All right. So this one is about 10 feet up.
Oh, it's on the staircase?
It's on top of the staircase, yes.
Hmm.
This one is obviously not. This one is underneath the staircase. It just came out of this room that you, I don't want to say neglected to see, but apparently could not see because of all the wine barrels and other barrels. How about that? So, Evelyn, you still
Let's
think
see.
it's just one druid?
I guess.
Okay. Okay.
I mean, that doesn't change much.
No, it doesn't. Didn't say it would change much.
So I'm going to. Oh man.
Oh, is it that bad?
I'm going to. Now, can I push past?
I will give you plus the same. So I'll give you the same thing as 3/4 cover. So +5 AC to him and +5 AC to you if he wants to attack you.
No, not the blade. I'm talking about the druid down. If I try to push past it.
Oh, you want to try and push past it? I see. I'll give you half movement to try and push past it.
Oh, perfect.
I
So
guess.
I'll spend a key point to dash.
Mm-hmm. There we go. You see a staircase leading down and another door exiting out to the right. This is which room is this? There's a dirty window in the south wall, allowing some dim light to enter this room. You see wine bottles are manufactured here, as evidenced by the tools lying about. The wooden rack full of freshly blown glass bottles along the south wall, the hearth built in the southwest corner, and the barrel of sand next to it. A staircase descends underground, and between it and the rack of bottles is your druid friend, who's also just speaking druidic to you. Hey, Shah.
Okay,
Oh,
and
this
again,
one
as I'm coming
dueling?
through because I'm frantic, I'd say, "Where did my friend go?" And I'm gonna swing.
even if
With my
this one
last swing.
understood you,
Yeah,
actually,
it's-
there's a
I'm just
recognition.
it's
Yeah, just go for it. Swing.
like a flying super punch as I'm coming through. What happened?
What happened here? Why are you here? What's happening? That misses. You
Okay.
you hit this shimmering beam of energy just coming out of this druid's body. You expect it to hit and then just goes.
All right. That would be my turn.
That would be your turn. Bloody monks. I'm just kidding. Teach.
That's me, I'm guessing.
Yeah, that's you. Teach hasn't stopped being Teach.
Yep. Uh, I'm gonna put Teach over here. Ugh, dynamic lighting. Why do you do this to me? Okay. He can pass through Av, right? If
Yeah,
he
of
takes
course.
enough movement.
Yeah, you can pass through Evelyn.
Yeah, it's enough.
Uh-huh.
And he will try to interrogate this druid.
That's unconscious at the moment.
Yes.
Uh-huh. How do you want to interrogate an unconscious druid?
Slap him.
Okay. So you want to use an action to slap him?
Yep, wake him up, basically.
Uh-huh.
So is that a medicine check?
Well, you said slap, unarmed strike.
Yeah, but like, slap him to wake him, not slap him to kill him.
uh, okay, make a medicine check.
Oh. Oh.
Oh. So I don't think.
Then.
Yeah, don't think he's gonna realize that he will be able to wake this druid up immediately. He's gonna keep slapping this druid for a while.
Yep. So should I just do an unarmed strike on this guy?
No, that was your action. Medicine check was your
yeah,
action.
but I failed.
Exactly.
Nat 1. Did I accidentally slap him to death?
Nah.
I
won't kill this druid.
I kind of wanted that natural one to be slapping him to death.
I think I know what you're trying to do here, and it's not going to work.
I know. It's just funny.
Anything else you're doing with Teach?
Nope.
All right. So the needle blights can try and move into this room. Well, we first have. Oh, you made this difficult for me, haven't you, Mr. Monk Dude?
Monk Dude.
Mr. Monk Dude. Why you make things difficult for me? Alright, so one of them can enter into the room here. It's gonna have to attack with disadvantage. Hey, it's got claws! Yay! It can use its claws instead. Let's see if it can grab you with its claws. Another one. How far can another one run in? So obviously all of these things are trying to go after you because it doesn't know anyone else around here. Ooh, look at that. Right, let's get them all in. Oh, look at that. I can surround you with needle blights. Yay! Okay. This one that's on the staircase can't do much. It needs to run through all of this mess that I've made for it. Oh, it can still make it and uses needles though. So, so 4 claw attacks and 1 needle attack is coming towards you. I think the needles is the only thing that Teach might be able to hear. Okay, 19, 21, 21 for the claws.
Yep. 3 of them hit.
And 17 for the needles.
No.
No. Okay. So 11, 17. 17 damage as these needles just start, or needle things just start surrounding you. And you see the druid just continuing to speak in druidic, and you can clearly see that it's trying to herd these things towards you. Oh, yay, it's my turn. Woohoo! Okay, so I'm going to... I don't want to speak
A
with
druid
animal.
that can actually do something before he gets horribly killed.
Yay! Finally. Ooh, what's this? Okay. Yeah, it's gonna try and increase its chances of surviving. Well, first, I think let's try and damage you with Shillelagh. It's just gonna knock you on the head. So you see, as a bonus action, it takes its little wooden staff and just casts this extra energy onto it, this bluish whitish energy, and just tries to bop you on the head with it.
All right.
So he's going to shillelagh him.
Nope.
Yep. Nope. That does not do it. Okay, it's gonna take its attack of opportunity from you as it runs downstairs. So please make an attack of opportunity. Ah, good. That misses. Yay! Thank you, Boxkin. You once again hear the grating sound and the shimmering sound coming from the druid, and you just imagine you see a little piece of bark fall to the floor. You've missed the druid. Ivor is up. Beatrice, that's you.
Okay, I'm gonna move inside.
Yeah, you move inside. You see Teach busy harassing a druid, but not knowing how to do medicine checks, so he's trying CPR for some reason. CPR. Even though there's blood coming from this unconscious body. You can see the smashed wine barrels, and you can just see the edge of a twig-like creature in the corner over there. Maybe you can see it, Roland, but I don't think you can.
I'm gonna try to hit this creature that I can barely see, I guess.
Yeah, it's underneath the staircase. I'm giving him +2 AC because it's underneath the staircase.
With a cantrip that has 60 feet.
Alright, you can do it. Frostbite. Ooh. Okay, I must make a Constitution saving throw, so it didn't even matter what I do, what the AC was. Ooh, yay!
Oh wow.
I'm Constitution savvy.
Okay, and that's my turn.
Yeah, Ivor just tries and cools down the room a little bit, but is not successful at all. Roland, you can just see a little bit of
thank
ice.
you, Ivor, for turning the AC on.
Yeah. All right, Evelyn. Beatrice, I'm not gonna get back to your character at the moment because you're busy casting.
I
for
think
10
I can
minutes.
jump over this druid, right? The unconscious one.
Yeah, you can do whatever you wish. You can move through the druid. You can jump over the druid.
I'm talking like
It's
like
it's no longer an
human-wise.
obstacle. Yeah, it's no longer an obstacle. It's lying on the floor, unconscious. It's
Okay.
going. It's half through the door, half not
I'll-
through the door.
think I'll walk into this. This?
Mm-hmm.
Can I shoot, like, basically this guy?
Yeah. Remember that shatter basically made like
Oh
a
yeah, those barrels
massive.
don't exist anymore.
Well, they do. They've just got massive holes in them. It's
Oh,
large
sure, but
chunks
like,
of holes, but you can see through
yeah,
them.
but they're not like obstacles.
No. That's why I removed them.
All right, so I will do the shooty shoot. One. Oh God.
Natural one. Ooh. Am I gonna be
You
able
can
to?
use Fortune's favor, Av.
I guess that at some point she just freaks out and
Yeah,
shoots the.
Beatrice.
Holy shit! And shoots the roof
Beatrice is trying to
by
help, but
accident.
okay. Yeah. So you're going
Oh
to.
yeah.
Do you want to use
Can
your
I re-roll
fortunes?
that?
Yeah, you've got fortune's favor. It's still your turn.
Okay, so I'll re-roll the
Mhm.
damage and the attack.
There we go.
I can re-roll again to fish for crit because elven accuracy.
Put it up in the chat for me so I can see quickly.
Yeah, sure.
Something new. Whenever you have advantage, why do you have advantage on your attack? Increase accuracy of owls is legendary. You have uncanny aim with attacks that rely on precision rather than brute force. You gain the following benefits: increase your dexterity, intelligence, wisdom, or charisma score by 1 to a maximum of 20. So what's giving you the ability to reroll?
Whenever you have advantage
This
on an
is
attack roll using dexterity, intelligence.
Fortune's favor is not advantage. Fortune's
Not.
favor, no, just changes your attack.
Oh, okay. So that's the change, and the other my second attack because multi-attack.
Yeah, I'm gonna put up Fortune's favor
14.
quickly.
Does it hit?
I'll check in a second. So let me just put the wording up for Fortune's favor, so you can see. No, no, no.
Sure. Uh,
So when the chosen creature makes an
okay.
attack roll, an ability check, or saving throw, it can dismiss the spell on itself to roll an additional d20 and choose which. So it's just an additional one. It's not advantage.
Okay. Gotcha.
Hmm.
So
It's
I
like the monk stuff.
re-rolled the. Okay, so I rolled the 26 for the second attack instead of the 11.
Yeah, 26 hits and a 14 hits.
Both of them?
Yep.
Alright.
All right, smackety doo.
17 damage.
Ah, it's dead.
Okay, I can move one more square, so can I move over here?
Yep. You're trying to move through the
Wait.
large chunks
Are
of
they
wood.
on top of the stairs?
No, they're underneath the stairs. They're all crammed into a room underneath the
It's
stairs.
like this is like an upstairs run. It's not like
Upstairs goes this way, downstairs goes that way.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
This is
So I think
a
I'll move
loft
one square
underneath.
more.
Yeah.
That's my turn.
Okay. Roland, you're up.
All right, I'll spend my last key point.
Yay! I finally got you to spend all of your key points. Woohoo!
And let's
Now we
see.
can have fun again.
No, I don't think so.
It's half my movement to go through people, right?
Yes, half your movement to go through these creatures.
So that's 15 right there.
Okay, 15. I'll put you down to here. You see a little hallway going down. You can just see the druid running through another room. But you should be able to hit him anyway. Yep. You see that this appears to be a wine cellar of some kind.
I can move right there.
Wow. Well, I'd say.
Yep.
How much did you have left?
That would be it right there. Yep.
All right.
So
Is
he
it okay if I
moves
put you
from-
there?
Yeah. Is that like a spike wall that I don't want to be next?
No, it's just that these are pillars here, and I think it would be a little bit difficult getting past the pillars. Instead, you're just squeezing through the door here.
Okay.
But yeah, you've got wooden pillars and beams supporting this 10-foot high ceiling of this ice cold cellar, which is colder than what Ivor just did, which is split in two by a 5-foot thick brick wall. That's the wall over there. And a thin mist covers the floor. Each half of the cellar features an 8-foot tall wooden partition that doubles as a wine rack. So you're on the western western side of this. Sorry, the eastern side.
Okay. And I'll make 2 attacks.
Okay. Miss and hit.
And it is magical damage.
Yeah, don't worry. This is a druid. Druids don't have resistance to those.
I don't know what Barkskin does, so
I see. Barkskin is like shield for wizards. So you can see this druid is just covered in this tree-like substance, and his entire skin is just like bark. It's just increased his AC.
oh, I guess you need to make a con save then, because it's concentration.
Let me double check.
Concentration up to 1 hour.
Yeah, you're correct. There we go. All right, will do. And let me just make sure that I haven't doubled this. Right, so Constitution save. Ooh, no more barkskin for him. Wow, what?
That was a terrible evil laugh. Keep working on it though.
It was actually why the evil laugh though? Why?
Take away the Barkskin. Come on now. Easier to hit. Run away from me now.
Okay. All right. That was you, Roland.
That's it. Yep.
All right. Teach, you're up. Teach is busy smacking another druid.
Let's see if we can smack some sense at him again.
Okay.
Okay, this is better.
Yeah, it's starting to work. The druid is sort of waking up. Not awoken just completely, but it's starting to wake up.
Okay,
It
can
was-
I try and intimidate it, or do I have to wait another turn?
I'd say wait another turn. It's still waking up. It's
Alrighty.
groggy. It was hit in the head real hard, and it got shot in the shoulder also real hard. You can be glad this thing's still alive.
Twice.
Twice, exactly. Okay. Anything else Teach is doing?
No?
Okay, so Needleblight's turn. Let me see something quickly. Huh. I don't know if these things are smart enough to know who to follow. I'm gonna roll a d4. Okay, 2 of these needle blights are coming back downstairs. That should be good for me, I think. Let me just double check. Yep, that puts me in a great position. Actually, let me put these 2 needle blights over here. Because I want to be in a distance. Okay, the 2 other ones won't be able to make it, but they should be able to see Evelyn. So Evelyn, what I'm going to do with this needle blight here, he's going to run out, and he's going to run like this. Well, I'll say like that, because it wants the distance. And the same one with this one. This one here is going to run like this. So I'm going to give you, yeah, it's going to try and hit you with its needles. Okay. Evelyn, agreed?
Yes.
Okay, so 2 needle attacks are coming towards you. Oh, but
Nope.
why? And a 15 to hit.
No, I don't think so.
Double check.
Nope.
All right, and
AC
Roland.
is 17.
I see. Roland, 2 needles is coming towards you because we like needles more. No,
You
but
sure?
why? Apparently
Claws
not.
are the ones that hit me.
Apparently it was. But I like needles more personally. Well, the druid is having enough of this and does not like you close to him. And he's not the smartest of druids anyway. Yeah, let's do it. Let's Thunder Wave. Ooh, I want to do this at second level. Thunder Wave! You see him just lift up his hands and go. You all need to make me Constitution saves, please. You just see bottles shattering all around you. Wine getting spilled again. Ooh, one needle bite failed.
Oh, even me?
No. This is just. I mean, with all of you, I mean the Roland and the two blights. All of them that's surrounded by him.
All of you. It's like all of you and me, basically me.
When I said all of you, I meant me. As a reminder, I need to make it as well as the monster.
Oh wow, did they live through that too?
Let me see. Actually, I was just assuming that they get smacked anyway. No, they did not live through that because again, this dude's not smart. So you just see wine bottles shattering. I want to roll exactly how many wine bottles. Oh yay! I get to roll this. So you see all of these wine bottles on this shelf over here. Wow, a whole 11 wine bottles. Okay, get smacked. You see a few of them shattering and shaking in their canister, but they don't do anything. And you're taking half as much damage, obviously.
Yep, I took it.
As he tries to push you away and looks back at his comrades and be like, "Oh, well, crap. That was smart of me." Ivor is up.
Do I have a visual of the other one from where I am?
This one here.
Oh, I didn't even see this one.
That one there is going to be towed. I think that's the staircase is sort of in the way there, right?
I would go anyway 1 square
Yeah.
inside to see what's going on.
Yeah, I think so. And then you'll be able to see the other one there.
Okay.
So
I'm gonna try to hit the one closest to me then with the same cantrip.
Alright, there we go. Yeah. You didn't even know there was the one there. Okay, Constitution save. Hey, look at that.
Wow.
These blights are just pulling socks out of their hands or something. I have no idea what they were doing.
Okay.
Alright. Beatrice is busy concentrating on what she remembers.
And I'll go back inside, I guess, because...
True. Alright, you can go back inside because this is Evelyn. Evelyn can die.
10 feet. That's it.
That's it. Right, Evelyn, you're up.
Oh, nice. Let's see. Let's do the shooty shoot again. Oh, okay.
Who are you shooting at?
Go with this one first.
Okay, that hits. Okay.
Does 13 kill it?
Let me actually double check. Yes, it does. I just wanted to double check that it had any resistances, but no. It dies.
25.
Yeah.
On this one. Like, not the barrel.
Yeah, that hits.
Nice.
Okay, nice.
Can I get an announcer that says double kill?
Double kill? Question mark. Well done.
I think I'll also move.
Mm-hmm.
Do I need to... Can I go, like, straight here? Or do I need to go around?
It's not going to change your movement, is it?
I don't know.
I mean,
I'm asking you.
Yeah, you can go straight through. That's how Roland went through.
All
you
right.
would just push the barrels aside.
15. And he's outside?
No. Well,
here?
That's going outside. Does it look like any of the windows are broken open? Does it look like any of the doors are open?
Oh, I didn't know that was a window.
Yeah, that's a window over there.
Okay.
I mean, to be fair, you heard a big crashing sound underneath.
Yeah, you heard us. Yeah, that's true. You heard us crashing sound from underneath the staircase, and how you can see
so
that
I think I'll go down then. So I got 10 more, so I basically reach the bottom of the stairs.
No, that's not the bottom of the stairs. You wish that was the bottom of the stairs. That's just the middle of the stairs. Look.
Okay, yeah,
Okay.
that.
Yeah, you're there. Okay, Roland. Okay.
All right. Here comes 3 attacks.
Wait, you still have 3 attacks? Jeez.
Yeah, because I have
Flurry of
martial
blows.
arts. No,
Oh
that
no.
takes a key point.
That's, yeah,
I have
that's
martial arts.
Okay. Alright, it's level 5. I mean, most people have 3 attacks these days. Uh-huh. 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 Okay, so the first 2 will hit. You can be very lucky that the third one is... is this lethal, non-lethal? Let me first ask.
Non-lethal.
Non-lethal. So this dude's...
Knocking him out.
Yeah, this dude is got 17 health. So he's unconscious. Holding on to an unconscious dude because he had 17 health. And that was exactly 17 health. So how do you want to do this? Sorry, that's how I should probably explain it.
Just pulling all of my training wits about. I've pretty much run dry of anything special that I have, and so I go back to the basics. Pretty much
Which yeah,
that kung fu fighting kind of thing.
Which this druid has never seen before, so he can't even parry or block or anything. He just gets knocked in the face, knocked in the stomach. His wind's out. You see his eyes just closing down as you almost slip and fall with your final hit, and hope he did not see you.
I'd see with that last hit, I would have missed because he fell, like while I was trying to swing, and I didn't realize he was unconscious.
Yeah, exactly. I think you hit the pole over there, and you hurt your hand a little bit more. Take 1 bludgeoning damage. Why not? Just
You got it.
Yay! I hurt you with the environment. Woohoo! All right, what's Teach doing? Just for the fun of it, cause.
I guess at this point he'll just punch the druid back into unconsciousness and
Well, at this moment, Teach can see that the druid is waking up, because that was the last
yeah.
thing.
So at this point it's like I give up, and he just punches the druid back into unconsciousness.
All right.
And keeps going and running after them.
Okay. Beatrice, what's up? You've, I think, reached the top of this hill. Even more, if you're walking very slowly, you can go further through this hill. But you see, do you wanna stop and investigate this statue-like thing in front of you, or just wanna walk past it, Beatrice?
I'm gonna have a look because I think it's weird, and I guess because I'm examining it like religion-wise, I guess, because from my experience, I do rituals.
Yeah.
So it reminds me of something religious. I don't have any other like anything else to relate it.
All right. So yes, the top of this hill is a wide ring of black boulders and smaller rocks that collectively form a makeshift wall, enclosing a field of dead grass. Lightning strikes the edge of the ring from time to time, illuminating a ghastly 50-foot tall statue made of tightly woven twigs and packed with black earth. You can make that religion check. The statue, unsurprisingly, resembles a towering cloaked man with fangs.
Oh, I did it with Ivors.
Okay, that's why it says Ivor Falcon. Yeah, there we go. Ah, that's much better. You definitely see, even though you're trying to look through the eyes of a religious person, you see that this has religious iconography to it, but is more of a naturalized religious iconography. More that whoever is worshipping, clearly Strahd in this case, this is a large figure of Strahd, is not anyone from any of the prime deities, but more of a druidic nature. More of these. You feel like you're in the center of one of these points of
Okay, so I guess
This
it's
is
like
this is exactly one of the places that Stefania told you about.
And you said that like basically lightning is coming inside the circle,
Yes,
or I just see it around.
I'm gonna increase your vision just a little bit so you can actually see what this circle looks like. There we go. Or let me make it 140. So this is 140 feet of sight. 140. There we go. So lightning is hitting these black boulders and things. You have likely not been struck by them as you've been summoning this horse, but you're now in the center of this large swirling cloud of lightning. That thing that was clearly on fire towards your full west now. Just beyond that, you've seen this before, of course, that large wall of fog that you saw at Kresk, and when you'd first entered into Barovia. There's another one of those walls of fog, and there appears to be some kind of strange thing happening with the fog. It's as if inside the fog there is further ground being made.
And the statue just looks like a plain one.
Yeah, it's
to me.
Yeah, it looks like it. Yeah, you can't see any deity, religious iconography symbol that makes sense to you. This is clearly someone who's made a statue resembling Strahd, deifying him somehow through their own way. That little thing that was on fire as well, it's sort of moving and going into the air.
And I do not see anyone around, like no druids.
You saw some of when you were going through the grove of dead things, there was movement. You had the sense there was things in there, but you don't see any druids around.
Okay.
You don't see any live things around either.
Okay, I guess I will continue because I'm pretty sure that more things are hiding.
Mm-hmm. Certainly.
And since like we figured out that basically this is the main point of activity, it will be even worse than the winery, and I'm not able to fight so many things.
True.
That's why I'm gonna continue. Like, I'm gonna keep walking towards the path.
All right. Yeah. There's another
and
extra.
keep summoning the horse. Yeah.
Yeah. I'd say maybe 6 minutes has passed, so you've got about 4 minutes before this horse is being summoned. But we've got 4 minutes left, so let's find out what's happening in the winery. What are y'all doing? Evelyn, you get.
No, you deleted the initiative order.
Yes, true. So Evelyn, you get down the staircase and you see Roland holding a fourth of these druids in his hands, going and some more of these twig blights against the wall. One or two of these wine bottles has shattered, and you see that they've got each these symbols on them.
Can I defer anything from these?
Sure. You can make an investigation check, perception check, or whatever check you want to make.
Let's go with investigation.
Okay. And you can feel the same coldness that Roland's feeling, obviously.
21.
Roland, what are you doing?
What was down here again? Like, what was on her?
On the druid?
Yeah.
There's nothing of interest on the druid, really. Evelyn is currently looking at the wine bottles.
Okay.
So Evelyn stamped on a few of these wine bottles. You can see the clear sign of purple grape mash number 3 emblazoned on some of these barrels and some of these bottles.
That's it?
There is a second room. There is 3 barrels at the back. What are you looking for? Are you looking for treasure?
I was hoping for maybe the runes would decipher something about the druids, but I guess not.
This is the Wizard of Wines. Why would the wine bottles?
Maybe I thought that the druids did something to it. Never mind.
Ah, I see.
I'd probably be dragging the druid up back to the up top, I guess.
Okay. Evelyn, what are you doing? You see Evelyn, you see Roland walking back up, dragging the druid up.
You're asking me?
Yeah, I'm asking you, what are you doing?
Oh my god, this is so hard rolling playing two characters.
It's your turn. We're not on the initiative anymore, so you do what you want to do.
I thought can you take control of Teach character-wise?
Yeah, sure. Teach is still smacking this dude into or back into unconsciousness. Tell me everything you know. Ivor is just encouraging this.
Ivor's gonna try to speak in all the languages he knows.
Okay.
Basically, in case they speak a different one, and he will ask Teach to do the same.
Okay. Sure. Let's see what
He
Teach
has
knows.
Dwarvish, Gnomis, Undercommon, Elvish. We tried.
Teach has Draconic.
Yeah, Teach has Draconic. That's the only other language he's got. When it comes to Common, it does appear like they understand, but they don't speak it back though. You can see the fear in their eyes, but they just don't speak Common back. They continue to speak Druidic, which is unfortunate. And probably at this point it's just like fearfully speaking. Are you telling me they're back to consciousness, by the way?
Who?
The druid that was unconscious.
I don't know. You told me not to smack him back to unconsciousness.
So he's I'm double checking. Are you speaking to him or are you not speaking to him?
The one that's conscious?
That's well, there are two unconscious
like,
ones.
If as Av, I would probably tell him to just put the poor thing out of its misery. We have a prisoner upstairs.
Right. So are you heading back upstairs again then, Av?
Yes.
Okay. So Roland, are you putting the poor thing out of its misery?
No, I would say, I would ask, or more than say, do druids normally travel in packs, or are they being led by somebody?
I don't know. Does this Teach still talking? I'm waiting for Evelyn to give an answer.
I don't know. Okay, let's do this. Doc, you're in full control of
Yeah, yeah,
DK's actions.
that's why I'm keeping quiet. Teach and Ivor is just standing there gormless at the moment.
I just asked a question, so
Yeah, I was expecting Evelyn to answer back.
I'm not sure who's supposed to answer. Ooh, thank God, I can finally see.
That's why I kept quiet, because I was busy with the
map. Let's see. I don't know. This guy talks nonsense.
You don't have to play Teach. You don't have to play Ivor. You're Evelyn. That's okay.
Okay. Damn it! I don't know. They speak nonsense.
Perhaps if we take them back to the people that the owners. I forgot his name already.
That's okay.
The grumpy guy.
Yeah,
says
the old man.
You mean Davian?
Look.
I remember names. I'm good with names.
Really? That's great, but you don't remember. But you don't know how to speak their language.
Tomorrow morning.
Yeah, tomorrow morning. There we go. Tomorrow morning you might be able to speak the language.
Ivor says, I think the
Beatrice
grumpy
is
guy.
gone. Do you think we have until tomorrow morning?
She's smart. She's still find her way. I'm not worried. I don't think you would be worried.
No, Ivor wouldn't be worried at all. Ivor was able to find his way through the forest, so he thinks everyone can make their way through the forest alone.
She just like
Look, Ivor says, I think we should also question the old guy because I think he's hiding something. He didn't really tell anything. He didn't say anything. Why are these druids suddenly coming here?
fine. Let's get the prisoner over there.
If you do that, I can detect his thoughts, and maybe we can figure out some information from him first.
And you might as well be you actually. Oh, and you will actually do something useful?
I did kill a lot of wooden things.
So did I. Fine, let's move. We don't have time for petty jokes.
Time to do the bad guard routine.
Yeah, he remembers the bad guard routine. I can't be a bad guard. I'm always a good guard. Do I have to be part of this bad guard routine?
This
She
is
just like
teased.
puts her hand on her face and says, "Just let's go."
Alright, Roland, is there anything specific you want to do? I know you're getting all of the druids together. Are you bringing the druids back up to Stefania, who's still waiting in this room, or are you dragging these two druids to Davian?
I would probably want to drag them up all together and then ask her to maybe go get her
Okay,
father.
sure, certainly, yeah, she'll do that. That would be much easier, right?
Right.
She can just open the window door, oh, so one of the windows and fly out. Are you certain that this is all of them? Make me that quick investigation check. Since I've revealed the map, you know, but your characters doesn't. So make me a quick investigation
The
check.
investigation.
Aha. Each separately.
Yep.
Yep,
This is all of them.
that's all of them.
Yep. But I have a 22.
You have a 22.
Guard mode activated.
You spend, I'd say, maybe 10 minutes or 15 minutes quickly scanning through the rooms. Roland, you have a tough time. You are so confused by the layout of this place that you have absolutely no idea what's going on in real life and in game.
Just going in and out of the same rooms.
Yeah, exactly. But Evelyn, you get the sense that from the quietness and from the fact that the needle blights that were outside herding you in, that they had disappeared, that all of the druids must be gone. Because if you recall, there were still about 12 needle blights still outside.
Can I assume then that Beatrice was teleported somewhere else?
Of course, yeah. You look through this whole place except for one place that you will not find. Well, actually, you probably would have found, but I would not recommend going in there because it was a secret door. Beatrice would obviously not be in there. Would be this cavern here where the coldness is emanating from. Looking in the lavatory, you wouldn't find her, and you don't see any signs of her anywhere.
Let's bring these druids to the wizard. If he can't find Beatrice, I don't care what that fortune teller says. We need to find her.
Well, it's probably Beatrice at this point. You've been keeping an eye on that fire thing. Are you trying to keep yourself stealthy, or are you?
I mean,
Yeah, I mean,
as
you're
much
trying
as
to summon a steed
possible,
as well.
but I know how stealthy I.
Yeah. Um, I think you will try and get yourself stealthier when you notice and realize that this flying flame thing is Bocephalus, the flaming horse that Strahd owns.
Oh shit.
And
That's bad.
Nice.
on its back are two humanoid figures. One smaller one and one with a nice little cloak flapping behind him.
Oh god.
Probably at this point where your horse also appears, so I'm allowing you to make that stealth check if you want to.
I mean, wouldn't I just run for it at this point?
Probably yes.
Please do.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna run and get the
I
fuck
mean,
out
Strahd
again.
isn't friendly with us at this point.
No, if he does see you, he's gonna bring Bucephalus towards you. So I'm gonna make a perception check for him to see you. But he is now he is slowly floating down, well, flying down towards that statue thing. With what you can see in the darkness is a small humanoid figure. You can assume what you want to with that humanoid figure. But I'm gonna make a perception check for him. B. But yeah, that you did. Well, I hope you did not expect that one. Ooh. Ooh. Ow.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
so bad at this.
So bad at this. Well, then, what would you like to do?
Okay, as soon as I see this, I'm gonna cast a spell on myself. I can do that, right? Because
Oh
the
shit!
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
is not
actually Strahd.
concentration.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
Oh.
You were joking.
I'm doing this and I'm running to the horse, basically.
Okay, there we go. Describe what your war horse looks like. I forgot what his name was. I don't think you've given him his name.
It's a dark gray horse called Echo.
Called Echo. Nice.
Ooh, I like it.
All right, so the
It's
one.
a war horse.
Yeah, it's this large war horse with metal armor, clanking in. Sadly for you, it's skeletal body or skeletal body, however you want to say it. But there is still sections of this. What is amazing to you is this the bone is full on obsidian black. It's not white bone, but this blackened bone. Are you still running towards the jumping horse?
Yeah.
The blackened horse.
Yes.
All right. Strata is still 300 feet away from you. He obviously did see you. What is the speed of your horse?
I think it's 60, but let me just double check.
Double check, because this Bucephalus can fly a lot quicker then.
I know I'm going to break
60
the immersion,
feet,
but
but I can also basically communicate telepathically with it, so I can ask it to dash, right?
Yeah,
Also.
yeah, exactly. You want to break
Yeah, it's
immersion?
60.
60 feet, okay. I've got 90 feet of flight, so I'm gonna catch up with you eventually if I'm chasing you. Yes.
okay. Can I break
Yep.
immersion just for one thing in roll 20?
Yeah.
In the not a roll 20 in the in the watch together.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I was too panicked to change the music.
what
Wait.
was the
Wait,
music?
wait.
Was it happy, lively music? All right.
Oh my god.
I want to know. I'm so curious to know.
Do you think so?
All right.
Where the lemonade is made. Okay, enough.
So
Okay.
as you're running away, Beatrice, on Echo, blinding speed, make me a perception check. I'm not gonna say with disadvantage, but unless you're feared, which you obviously probably are, as you're running down this hill, you see these cairns just circling as you're going terrace by terrace by terrace down this hill. There are these large stone cairns, each one resembling a grave of some kind or some mound of let's go with Aldrich origin.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
Do I still do the perception
Yes,
check or
please.
not really? Because I'm so
This is to see if Strahd's following you. You see that he knows exactly that it's you, and he's elected to land Bucephalus on this hill. There is now a few larger figures just popping out from some of these stones in these cairns and starting to walk towards the hills. You see one or two of them, their shapes and their shadows, just popping out of these stones and walking towards the hills as you're running away from this place. You
Do
see
I understand what they are, or not really?
You can make an insight check. You see there are 2 rows of these cairns.
No.
It's actually, yeah, I mean, I'm so scared that.
Yeah, it's the actual fear that's running through you that you're just running and bolting. By the time that you get to the edge of this wood, you know that you were in the center of one of the biggest troubles ever. But
Oh,
hope
good thing she has fine steed.
good thing she has fine steed. This is the one time she needed that fine steed, and that fine steed was there in time. So, Monsieur Feinsteed, make me that survival check.
I do this with my regular
Yeah.
stat.
Yeah, you don't have to use your horse. You can do survival check on your own, but it's not going to be with
Oh,
it.
horrible.
Ooh, oh no, Beatrice is going to be lost for a little while. Oh no.
I had a look at the map though, doesn't it count?
True.
Died before.
Yeah, you had a look at the map. I'm still not going to give you the advantage though. All I'll do is add an extra hour to your arrival time here. And
Okay,
if
I have a
there's
horse though, so it kind of
yeah,
balances it.
exactly. I'm gonna roll one more time to see if there is any encounter because I had to roll to see if there was encounters before this. Yeah. Okay. Interesting. Right. While we're waiting for Beatrice to catch up with everyone else, what is everyone? Everyone has waited a little bit in the Wizard of Wines and are anxiously trying to figure out where Beatrice is. So, what are the lot of you doing as you see Davian and the rest of his
we
family?
like throw one of the prisoners in front of the wizard and
Well, you see
say,
Davian. Davian is still walking up towards the winery with his family, cautiously. But sure, you can wait until he gets there.
like, can we bring the prisoner to him?
You can certainly do that.
It would just be easier to wait for him.
Yeah.
Will it?
Yeah, there's no
Yeah, they
difference.
could fly there.
Yeah, they can fly there. They're just walking cautiously to make sure that everything is fine. But Stefania has told them, you see them just about they're about 50 feet from the winery. They change themselves into were-ravens and then they fly through the window, not being attacked by anything, thankfully. Let me put you guys up here where you were into this cramped room. Ugh. So to make this easier, I'm putting Ivor down here and the 2 of you in this room. And I'm not putting Davian anywhere. But Stefania will be Davian's token. So you see this old man fly into the room, nod silently towards all of you, and say, squashed into this room. So these are the ones that made the troubles.
Yes, this is all of them.
I hope you know they're nonsense.
If I understood what they could say, I would have done that a long time ago and tried to convince them to stay away from my winery. No, I cannot speak to these creatures. But I can assume where they're coming from, at least, and why they're here. Thank you once more. I guess it is time that I tell you why they've been attacking this winery. They are in search of the seeds that produce the wine. I am but an old man, not a wizard in any kind of way. I am just an owner of a winery with a big family. But the seeds, these magical seeds, they are the things that allow the wines to be produced here in this godforsaken land. And
You've stolen those seeds, didn't you?
I have not stolen the seeds. The seeds were stolen from me by these things. And he points back to the druids. These things and Babala Saga. First, the one was stolen 10 years ago when my son, he spits the word when he says son, Erwin was on watch. The champagne stone was stolen. I cast him out of my house because he wanted to go see his wife. Second stone was stolen a month or two ago, and currently resides somewhere in Yesterhill, where these druids are from. Third stone must be in the ruins of Berez, or somewhere, I'm not sure. Where the first stone has gone to, I do not know. And he starts describing these magical stones as these things that look and feel about the size of a pine cone, and is the things that contain, and each has this green glowing light, as bright as a torch. He says the two stones that he knows of is in Yesterhill and in Berez.
As he does that, can I cast detect thoughts on him?
Oh, with Ivor. Sorry, I was like,
Yeah.
I was for a second like, Beatrice, how's Beatrice doing? Yeah. Yeah.
With the power of Cthulhu.
With the power of Cthulhu. So how
Okay,
deep do you want to go here?
So initially I take the superficial ones,
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah,
I'm gonna use portent, make him fail the saving throw, and I'm gonna go dig deeper.
Oh wow. Okay.
Ooh.
So yes, initially his major concern is to get these stones back. It is his constant fear is, and the thing that he's just thinking the whole time is lifeblood, 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 for all of Barovia. And then the deeper you go, the more you realize that what he's telling is at least the truth. There are these magical gems that are what keep the vineyards alive. They have the power to um, produce greenery within wherever they are planted, life wherever they are planted. Um, and it's that which each of these three different wines that are produced at the Wizard of the Wines is allowed to be made. His family
So it
was,
seems,
yeah, he was fearful of his family, and the druids are in fact evil and want to and have
and
stolen
what
them.
he says about the locations is true. Basically,
Yep.
he doesn't really hide
Yeah,
anything.
he has absolutely no idea where the third gem is, but he does know where two of the gems are. One is in Berez and one is in the Yesterhill. Good use for detect thoughts, though.
It's a very cool spell,
It is,
especially with portent.
especially with portent. Very, very nicely done.
What would you have us do with these druids?
I am not exactly certain. I do not know who. Well, I know who they must serve. They must either serve Strahd or Baba Lysaga. In my mind, they should die, but that is a choice that I cannot make. He's a stubborn man, but I don't think he'll kill. It's honestly up to you.
So I look to Av and kind of have that waiting look, looking for what Av wants to do. Because we got the answers for
What
at least
about
this part.
what about where does the Barbara Saga inhabit exactly?
She inhabits the ruins of Berez, the village that used to be. That is where her home is.
That's probably where Beatrice was teleported to.
Most likely, yes. Or she could be... Wait, your friend is missing?
Yes.
Yes, she
Was-
grabbed a staff and disappeared instantly.
Describe the staff for me, please.
Just looked like a wooden staff made out of a branch almost.
Was it blackened?
Pretty.
Was it...
Yes, it was black.
That is the Gulthias staff. No, she's not in Berez. She's at Yesterhill. The place where the staff was born. The tree where the staff was born, where the staff was born from. The thing, and he'll obviously take you to where some of the twig blights and things are. The things where these creatures are born, where they are summoned into this world. The Gulthias trees are deadly and, well, it's what it is, a blight on this land. It creates and saps the energy out of plants like a vampire itself, and creates new beings known as blights. These 3 different blight types is what you have fought here today. The spawn of Gulthias himself.
Well, it sounds like we need to go to Yesterhill to get our friend back.
Indeed. Do you have horses?
Yes, we do. We intended to restock and resupply and restart the winery, but if you need to go and save your friend, you may borrow them. If need be.
Indeed. Let us go. The sooner we can save Beatrice, the sooner we can continue.
Do we need to dispose of these druids?
Well, yes.
Yeah, Teach will obviously advocate for not killing Ivor.
Ivor will say that he can interrogate one of them in the morning because it would be useful maybe to learn what's their final plan.
Yes, but it's dangerous keeping them here with the family.
So we can kill 3, keep 1. Have it tied up. Have Teach and Ivar stand guard over it while we go retrieve Beatrice.
I don't like this, but hey, I'm keeping them with the gnome. At least I know I won't shed a tear for him killing them.
I need to take a nap anyway to do my spell.
I'm sure he's saying that out loud. But yeah, you can tie them up with whatever rope you have. I'm sure the Marticals will give you one rope as well.
Yeah, and that's it.
All right.
So
excellent.
yeah, let's take horses and
Animal handling checks. That's what horses are for.
all right, animal handling.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no. Nobody? All right. Ruin a good joke. Oh, come on.
I did not know what the joke was.
Neither did I.
Oh yeah.
Woohoo! Okay. So how many times are gonna get kicked in the shins? Let me see. Actually, what? Let me actually attack with a horse. I've never been able to attack with a horse before. Woohoo! A hoof attack. Number 1 for Roland. Number 2 for Evelyn.
That actually hits.
Yeah, that actually hits. A horse can hit.
Oh, damn it.
I actually did damage to you. Yay! Right, let's just make these horses a little
With a
bit
horse.
small. With well,
I hope
anything
you're proud of yourself.
anything that you do damage to you, and I'm happy. All right. These horses are clearly not happy to be taken advantage of. Are you gonna try one more time?
Good thing I'm not asking.
Perhaps if you are a little bit friendlier towards the horses. Stefania and Dag have now returned down and trying to get the horses to calm down, but the horses can smell that these are strangers, and they've been panicked ever since the lights pitched up.
Yeah, I would try again.
Okay.
Gently.
Yes. Well, Stefania is going to stand there and help you a little bit. You see the two other brothers. What was that? What were their names? Ugh. Adrian and Alvir. They're back here getting supplies into the carts because they're planning to get some deliveries done. Davian is regretting a lot of the destruction of his winery, and he will tell you as much that this is going to take months to repair, but he will prepare at least 3 barrels for you, because that's the only barrels he still has left that's sellable and potable. I'm assuming you told Stefania that the rest were poisoned.
Yeah, I assume that she would also have she was around too.
Yeah, but she wasn't in the poison itself. But yep. So you've got advantage on your animal handling, and then the same for you, Av, because Dag will help you.
Yeah. Okay. So
Wow.
Much better.
Still not good.
Yeah, I know, but much better.
Hey.
Hey, Dag helps a lot.
Or my experience ends with racist unicorns.
uh, just because the unicorn can't speak Elvish, you're gonna call it racist. Wow, it couldn't speak to
No,
you.
B calls him racist because he can't speak
I
to
mean,
him.
he
Alright,
was a
to
bit of
her.
an asshole to me because he thought I was evil, but it's okay.
You were yeah, true.
He was white, so
You were a tiefling, and it sent the tiefling in you. But I agree. I'm not fighting that. The battle I will not win. Alright, so let's get survival checks from the other two of who are leaving the winery at the moment.
I'm guessing that Roland will do it.
I have a 3 in survival.
I have a 1.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Sounds about right.
Just normal, yes.
No, with advantage, since Evelyn's helping you. I'm sure Evelyn's gonna help, or are you not gonna help?
Can I help? I don't have proficiency.
Oh, yeah, if you don't have proficiency, then it's just normal, sorry. If you don't have proficiency, yep. Ooh, fun. I get people who are gonna be lost. That's fun for me. Um, how do you get lost on a trail that's so obvious?
Start heading in the wrong direction.
I guess it is true. You get the directions for Berez and Yesterhill confused. Yesterhill? Berez.
Oh no.
Hmm.
All right.
All right. Beatrice, I mean, you're literally just running in fear. So I'm gonna say maybe about 2 hours in, you're at this point in the forest. You have run as much as you could away from Yesterhill. Strada has not followed you, luckily. He's got his own things to do at Yesterhill. So are you still running, or what are you doing, Beatrice?
yeah. So I think I can only hold the steed for 1 hour, so I'm walking
Okay,
after
after a
it's
while. When it's gone, yep. So the steed came in very, very handy for you to get away, at least. But now you're back in this darkened forest. I have to check what I rolled earlier. Ooh, fun. Yes. What are you doing, Beatrice?
yeah. I guess I'm trying to go very fast because I think that people are looking for me.
Mm-hmm. There are certain
So I
people are looking
continue.
for. Okay, make me another survival check because you don't have the horse this time. It changes things a little bit. I get to do fun things. Are we gonna have a split party for a little while? Oh no.
Well, let's see how long it takes for us to understand. Oh wait,
Yeah,
we're going the wrong way.
very, very true. Alright. Roll me a d4 quickly. While I'm doing something.
Who?
No, you, Evelyn. What was it? Oh, only 1
One.
hour. Okay, that's not too bad. As long how long it's going to take you to realize you're going in the wrong direction. 5. Okay. So I'm just doing something because I'm rolling for what happened to Beatrice. Right, Beatrice, out of the fire and into the frying pan. You get to about this point in the forest again, when you start hearing the unmistakable sounds of ow.
For fuck's sake.
Apparently he knew something was going to happen. And it's not just one sound, it's quite a large pack of them. I'm going to check my stream is still going.
I think maybe we should like you should run.
Yeah, I would do that. I mean,
Yeah. Alright, make me acrobatics, athletics, or constitution check for me. Ooh, okay, there we go. So you're able to run for quite a length of time. The other two of you want to make a new survival check for Roland to see whether he realizes that at this point that you're heading the wrong direction as you're running through the forest. Ah,
Okay, thank you.
there we go. So Roland, as you get to the woods here, you like, oh crap, I'm heading the wrong way.
Okay. Yeah, I remember these woods. This is back to the bridge.
Exactly, yeah.
God damn it.
You realize you're going downhill again, and you're supposed to be going uphill. You're going to Yester Hill, not Yester River.
Yep.
Yep. All right. Um. Well, you are starting to turn around. Unfortunately, I think Beatrice, for you, these wolves are closing in, though.
We are on horseback, though. Shouldn't we be able to move further?
Yeah. Remember, this is like a mile. You've already traveled. This is 700 meters that you're traveling over here. Right? You've traveled a mile. So horses. So something I learned very, very recently as well is horses don't actually change your speed that you're walking or running as much as you think it would. Running does does 1.5 times your speed, and the same for sneaking. But having horses doesn't change much, strangely enough.
Huh.
Yeah.
Huh.
Huh.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
It's the weird
really
thing.
stupid.
I know. It doesn't double your time. It doesn't do anything. I don't
That's
know.
crazy.
It's really silly.
I don't know what horses are for.
I was gonna say, why do we take the damn horse then?
I know, right? I so
Like,
want.
what's the point in buying a carriage if it's not going to help in any
It's
way?
for the encumbrance, I think. It's for carrying items with you from one point to the other. But as far as I can see, there's no. I'll do the research again because this is just what I heard. It's not something I double checked. But as far as I can see, nope.
That's very weird.
It is, isn't it?
Stupid.
And stupid. These wolves are catching up, Beatrice.
okay, if I can see them, like,
You can start seeing these wolves. There's a whole bunch of these wolves just approaching.
I'm a bit like before the property starts, basically.
Sorry?
I'm situated a bit before the winery starts, like the property, or
Yeah, you're still far away from the winery. You're still 700 meters away, and you still have to get to a road that goes up a hill to go towards the winery. But you can see the winery. You can start seeing the vineyards in the distance at least. So you know
can I
you're heading the right
try?
direction.
Can I try to basically cast darkness at a point where I can basically turn all the way left and the wolves don't see me?
Ooh.
Because it lasts for 10 minutes. So I would cast it closer to me so that they still have time to move towards me, but they're not able to see where I went.
Ah, see, that's why. Yeah, it's the constitution of horses. All right, so you know what? Make me a deception check with advantage here. This should be interesting. And you get inspiration if you haven't used your inspiration. I'm just gonna make one wisdom check for this whole group. Oh, oh. Maak hom aan die yskas in die mikrogolf sit. Alright. Yeah. Well. Well done, Beatrice. So
Just gonna,
you're heading in that direction, right?
yeah. And basically, I guess I'm gonna try to be covered as much as possible because I see some openings, but if as I know that they follow me, I'll try to be a bit covered.
Okay. So what's going to happen? Oh, fun. Evelyn and Roland, you can hear ahead of you maybe. Let me see how many meters ahead of you. 800 meters ahead of you. The howling of these wolves.
Could that be Beatrice in trouble?
Hopefully. Gallop at full speed.
Yeah.
Galloping at full speed towards the horses. Towards the wolves. Alright, Beatrice, are you going towards the winery then? Or what are you doing?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if when I will. Do I listen to the horses coming towards me, or?
Let's make a perception check to see if we can figure out the
Oh
horses
yes,
are coming
please.
towards you. Let's make it 14 or higher. You can hear the horses coming. There we go.
Okay, thank God.
Cool.
So
So
you're
I'm gonna
hearing.
have a look, yeah, at the road as this happens.
You can hear the galloping of the horses coming through, and the wolves are now maybe 600 feet behind you, and these horses are 400 feet or 300 feet your right.
Okay. Can I use? So remember that I asked from the were ravens to give me a whistle.
A
I'm
whistle?
gonna use it. Yeah.
Oh, right. Okay. To call the
And
were
see if I can.
ravens, or
No,
to
no, no.
oh
So that they know that the party that
I
I'm
see.
around there, basically.
Make me another Constitution check. Again, 14 or higher, and you succeed.
What kind of check?
Constitution. So this is to see how loudly you can blow this whistle. I was gonna do performance, but I don't think performance is good enough yet.
Oh, sorry, I clicked the wrong one.
Yeah, that's a save. Okay. Whew, that would have been.
Ooh.
Oh. I unfortunately think that the sounds of the wolves are a little bit louder
Okay.
than your
Then
whistle
I
here.
would just have a look at the road and see who it is, and if I know that it's my party, I'm gonna go and help them,
All right, so
or I'm gonna
you're gonna rush
ask
into
them
the woods here.
to take me with them, basically.
Take me with you. All right. Make what's your passive perception, Roland?
16.
16. All right. You see that there is this dark shape coming from the woods towards your right on foot. You're not on horseback at the moment, are you, Beatrice?
No.
Okay, you can see there's this figure running through the woods in a different direction that you were expecting, but someone is definitely running through the woods.
I pointed out to Av.
Okay.
There's someone in the woods.
It can't be Beatrice, is it?
Let's
find out.
I'm gonna head down that way. Luck would have it. Beatrice, describe how you run the woods.
Like a crazy person holding a weird, creepy stuff.
Yeah.
Almost pooping myself after seeing Strad, I guess.
I guess, yeah. You see your friends on horseback for some reason. It's been, well, I'll say 3 or 4 hours. It is now officially nighttime. Darkness has actually started to hit. These wolves are still behind you, though. So you've got a few seconds to catch up with
I'm
them.
gonna run to them. Let's go back. There are like 5 or more wolves. I don't know. Let's go.
I'm gonna type how many wolves there was going to be. But make me Constitution saves, all of you. 12 or higher, you are not going to be attacked by these wolves. And I can type in the number of how many
All
wolves
of
there
us?
are. Yeah, all of you.
Can't I just put like Beatrice on the
Yeah.
on one of the horses?
Yeah, she's gonna be on one of the horses.
Let's see, Constitution.
Oh, well, okay.
It was a 20. It's not a natural.
I know, but okay. Oh yeah, +5 because Beatrice is there. This is how many wolves you would have faced off against. As you see these
Oh no.
wolves just running
Oh
out.
yeah, thank God.
Yeah.
That would be tedious.
Oh, so the howling is super loud.
Yeah, it's super loud. That's why you should not hear the whistle. This is a lot of wolves that just
Nope, not again. Nope, nope, nope.
Yep. With these horses, you're able to outrun these wolves. I would definitely say that. And you make it back. And now these would not have been dire wolves. These would have been regular wolves. You can see they're a lot smaller, but still. At this point, I don't think you want to face off against wolves.
Yeah, anything but wolves, please.
I've got so many things on my random. I've got 20 different things on my random encounter list, but you always roll dire wolves, wolves, and wolves. I'm like, dudes and werewolves. I've got. You could have met Baba Lasaga stuff like at the beginning of this campaign, but no, you're gonna roll
More wolves.
more wolves.
Wolf, bitch.
All right, we can take a quick break over there as you can finally see the winery just catching up and these wolves disappearing into the distance. They lose interest in you as they just say, "Stay out of my way. Don't let me come near you."
16 wolves. Get out of here.
I rolled. I'm like, woo, nice, lot of rolls, and I got so many full rolls for that one. I'm like, yay! Oh,
Beatrice would have died.
the Beatrice would have died.
Yeah, because I thought, oh, okay, it can't be more than 5.
No, I was like, ooh, wow,
But
what a
still, they have pack tactics, right?
yeah. They've got pack tactics, so they
feel
would
bad.
Oh
have.
yeah.
Yeah, it would have been clamoring as well. It would have been. I would have had to start judging whether Evelyn and Roland makes it back in time or whether they don't make it back in time. And in my mind, because of the survival checks at the beginning and the way that everything was heading, they were going to be 20 minutes late. So
Fortunately, there are survival checks.
yeah, that's the thing, is that's what changed the thing over here, is with your survival checks you were able to readjust, change all of this to not be a full-on attack.
Could you imagine having 8 wolves surrounding you?
Yeah, it would have been 8 wolves at a time.
With another 8 wolves waiting.
Yeah, in the ranks.
And all of them have advantage on their attacks.
Yeah, it would have been, as you say, deadly. Whew.
And they probably would have eaten her too. Like that's the thing.
Yep, that for sure. This would have been one of those situations where I would have just been like, Beatrice, sorry.
It would be so lame, though, to get killed by wolves and not by Strads.
True.
Okay, good that we
That you,
made it.
yeah, that you made it. Actually, yeah, there are certain rules that these wolves have to follow. They would have probably tried to drag you back to him, but still. And it's not that he's far away; you literally know where he was.
It's also not like there's not 16 of them to have dragged her all the way back.
You know, it would have been very easy for them just to drag her all the way back. It would have been so quick for her to wake up back on Yester Hill where she started the session. Oh man. Alright, yep.
It's like, hey, you want to play Curse of Strahd redo again?
Yeah, you guys have the 5-minute break. You can discuss what you want to do at the Wizard of the Wines. The Were Ravens are just getting their supplies ready, trying to resort and reorganize what they can from all of that destruction, because she's poor winery is destroyed. And I'm gonna make my cup of coffee. I'll be right
I'm
back.
gonna head to the bathroom real quick.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah, me too.
Alright, guys. Yeah, I'm gonna take a quick break here. We still have about, it looks like an hour left for this session, so I'm gonna get ready for that. Hope they're all ready. We might have a more relaxing session for now, getting the roleplay going, trying to figure out what happens to some of the characters who aren't here today, because we have to start making decisions what's happening with Teach and Ivor, because Teach unfortunately can't play anymore, and Ivor's character hasn't been introduced at all, and we don't know what exactly is going on with him. But I'm going to put you over to the other screen, and I'll see you in just a bit.
interrogate the druid, I guess, to understand a
Yeah.
bit more.
That can't talk to us.
Yeah, but he can do comprehend languages in the morning.
Yeah, but we're not sure if he's even staying with us, you know? Like,
Well, we're heading back right now. We were heading back to the Wizards of the Wine, anyways. So if we just rest there for the because it's night. If we rest there, then in the morning he could have comprehend languages before we.
And he can have identify for the staff also.
yeah, I'm talking like in general speak right now. Like,
Yeah, that's what
I
I mean, though.
mean,
Like we could still use him before we leave him.
Yeah. Don't mind me, I'm just listening, but I agree with everything you just said.
let's use him before we leave him.
Why not, right? Like,
Yeah, sure, but it's just I'm talking about the morality of that.
I mean, he's a character in our campaign.
How many
Yep.
how many times have you has Ivor left you behind as well, or done his own thing? There's no. Remember, he's going to be willing to stay behind to learn more about wizards. This is his duty. He wants to become a wizard. So his plan
but
is to.
they just told him that they're not actual wizards.
Yeah, he's not going to believe them until he figures it all out. Stubborn Ivor. Even so, he'll also then find another way to get whichever reason why this was called Wizard of the Wine.
He can become the Wizard of the Wine.
There we go. I can become the Wizard of the Wine, exactly. And there are many reasons
I will
for.
be the pimp of the wine.
There are many reasons for Ivor to stay behind. There's not much reason for you to stay behind here right now, is there?
Oh, sure. I'm talking more of a I'm talking like the player and the campaign and like
If Ivor comes back, it's easy for him to be here or anywhere else, really.
okay. And do we add another player?
We'll talk about that after the session. Let's not talk about that while I'm streaming. I
Okay.
think, yeah,
Why?
because it's a private matter. It's not something that needs to be.
That's a behind the scenes.
Yeah, it's behind the
discussion.
scenes things. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So after the session, yep, we can definitely talk about that. All right. What are you heading back to the winery, or are you trying to head somewhere else? Are you like, I'm done with this place, just leave me?
Yes, let's leave.
Well, we would head back to the Wizards of the Wine because it's dark.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. And I would be screaming, "Let's go back! Let's go back!"
All right.
Yeah. Beatrice really doesn't know a whole lot of anything else that happened after she disappeared.
Exactly. Yeah, it's according to what she knows is the most of the druids are still alive. But I mean, you guys can catch each other up as to what you learned. So let's start with Beatrice. How are you catching your friends up about what you learned?
Um, I'm gonna tell them he was there. I was on the hill that she showed us on the map. Strad was there.
Was
The
he?
druids are doing something, like a ritual, and he appeared on a horse, and I think Arabelle was with him too, and I barely escaped.
Well, thank heavens for that.
But if he's hmm,
The,
if he's doing something in there, he's trying to prevent us from finding it.
there was this evil ancient tree that seemed to be on desecrated ground, and it seems that this stuff is connected to it. Maybe
Hmm,
Ivor can have a look at it.
maybe.
Did you happen to see a small rock, a kind of gesture, pine cone shaped, right? That's what we said.
Yeah, that's what he said. Pinecone shaped and glowing green.
Yeah. So, have you seen a rock glowing green? Kind of looks like this, and just gestures with his hands.
Yeah, I'll gesture
Yeah,
for the camera.
Like there was a strange circle of boulders, and in the middle of it there was a wooden statue of Strad. and there was lightning. It looked. I don't know what they're doing there, but the old man didn't tell us. He didn't really. Yeah, he hid everything really well. It's way bigger than we thought.
All right.
And why would druids worship Strahd? I mean, aren't druids about life, plants, and I don't know. I don't get it.
Not these ones.
Yeah, now it's Roland and Evelyn's turn to catch Beatrice up, I think.
After you disappeared, I knocked out a druid, heard noises, chased it down. There was many more of those terrible wood creatures. Knocked out another druid. I don't know what happened to the rest of those wood creatures, but the druid killed a lot of them. Didn't understand what was happening. And as of right now, we know that the Wizards of the Wine, they use these stones to help create their wine, their vineyards. It helps them grow. They're missing two of them, and we know that one was in Yester Hill, which you just came from, which is why I asked if you saw, and one is in Berez. They're like the shape, and again, I gesture, like pine cone shape, but they glow green, apparently.
I mean, I can't do pinecone shape suddenly. Pinecone shape.
I guess I didn't see anything like that, right?
Yeah. I don't think you saw the flaming shapes and things like that. Make me an insight check, why not? This is one of those places where it's insight more useful than what people can tell you. No, you did not. I've got a DC that has to be done here, and unfortunately,
Well, I didn't see anything like that, but it seemed like there were many like places on that hill that looked powerful, especially this circle with the statues. So it could be it's like hidden in one of those places.
Hmm. We left Teach and Ivor behind, help guard the place, the
yep.
Wizards of the Wine place, the house, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, it's a winery.
Um, right now they're holding one of the druids hostage, so maybe we can get Ivor to do his magics, whatever he's got. Maybe find something out.
Well, if I know the gnome, he's probably going to say some other kind of bullshit. Like, this isn't actually a druid. It's actually Strahd in disguise.
That would be fun.
Then we might have a bigger problem.
Yes.
What do we do though? I mean, this is way bigger than we thought, and if there are so many like of these creatures also on the hill, we're not able to fight them. We need magic. And do we have time to do this now? We were supposed to get to Kresk.
Well, it is. What are you wanting? Wait, what are you? What are we?
We're still heading back to the winery, right? I'm just throwing
Yeah,
some
yeah.
ideas on
This is
what we do
just
next.
yeah planning session. I'm allowing you to arrive at the winery when you're finished with the discussion. Because I think what would happen here is you would literally stop outside of the winery and discuss this as a group here, even though Roland and Ivor is not there. This is the point where you realize, well, what do we do? Do we go to Berez or do we go to, sorry, not Berez, do we go to Yesterhill or do we go to Kresk? Is what Beatrice is basically asking. Which way do you go from here?
Well, I don't. I think Strahd beat us to it. I have to be honest. If we don't want him to beat us again, we should go straight to Kresk. If he's here, he's not there. I hope.
Perhaps What we could do in the meantime to at least give some assistance to the people here is we could have one of the were ravens go find Esmeralda, and then she can maybe help them for a while, and they can fly, they can warn us if something bad is happening, so we can at least have one of our allies with them.
True
They need
enough.
magic in any case. She's stronger than us.
Perhaps there's also, what about that temple? She just like has a hard time saying it. Uncle spoke about.
Yes, I would very much like to go to that temple.
Well then, perhaps we should first go try and save, but we should save Beatrice's mentor force
I
first.
mean, we also need to find a safe place for Irina, and I was hoping that Kresk would be could be one. There's many things to do.
Indeed. Though I think Kresk is more pressing. Strahd is after what the
And we do have a
prophetess has
card,
seen.
yes, for it.
He's after it as well. I think it's time. We need to go to Kresk immediately. Find whatever artifact the uh, the the prophetess spoke of before Strahd does. Like out of game, what she's basically trying to say is like, I think Strahd found the artifact. I always believed in Madame Eva.
Sure. I don't think you believed her the first time you met her.
Like at first no,
Yeah.
but like after she cured her of her curse,
All right, true.
definitely.
Definitely.
Um,
Yeah. So what you're thinking is curse that Strahd's already got the stone, and he's uh whatever he's doing with the stone has nothing to do with you right now. You should go to Krez because then you're ahead of Strahd in some aspect.
in some capacity, yes.
Beatrice, what are you thinking?
Especially like we showed him the sword, so like he knows that
Well,
like the
yeah,
jig is up and we're trying to find stuff.
yeah. Beatrice, yeah, Beatrice is trying to get Esmeralda to come, which is not a bad idea at all.
Basically, because the were ravens that are our allies, obviously I'm annoyed that they didn't tell us the whole story, and I didn't think it would be so big. But at least we have an ally with them, helping them, and they can always fly and warn us. They can come and find us quite easily if something happens.
Roland, what are your thoughts on this?
Well, as my character, I mean, I would say that this entire world still confuses me. So I'd be like, yeah, let's do whatever we need to do to figure this out.
Okay.
And if going to Kresk is the correct action, then let's do that.
Sounds like a plan.
Because these guys seem to have been around more than I have, and so I'd trust their direct.
Yeah, I think by the amount of words that they're using, amount of people that they're talking about, you realize that they know a lot more about this place than you do, which is something you've realized a long time ago. But now they showed every single second almost.
Yeah.
Like I would like to go back to like the Dusk Elves, but like maybe later
Yeah,
after
yeah,
Kresk.
maybe later. I think yeah, I'm agreeing with you. I'm the DM. I say yes and
Yes, and
yes and because I said yes with the Wizard of the One. I said yes and yes, Sir Hill.
so yeah, I
Yes
think that
and chips.
like we're probably going to quit the Wizards of the Wine mostly because like
Oh yeah,
Strahd beat us
yeah. No, that's
in
fine
this
with me.
case.
Yeah.
I
And
think
also,
that
yeah, because I think also
it's also
our fighting style is too difficult at the moment to face too many things. If
also, and I think that like I think like we get to be punished by this because well we delayed this so long.
I know.
Like
That's the thing is there is certain aspects here, and this is one of those points where Monster of the Month and some of your previous actions are clashing against each other. Um,
yeah, and I definitely agree that I think we're too late on this.
okay, cool.
Like
Then
like me and as a and Av as a character think that like this is a lost cause right now. Strahd
mhm.
beat us.
Yeah,
To this, at least.
to this. Okay, cool. So yeah, you may enter. You may go to the winery, speak with Davian, ask him any questions, or any of the other members of the Keepers of the Feather. Um, uh, so Beatrice, you will learn that as you got back, they had started cleaning up some of the stuff. Adrian and what's his name? Adrian and Alvir are ready with a cart full of barrels specifically for a destination that you're wanting to go to. So they will ask you, where would you like these barrels to be delivered? We need to deliver to either Kresk, the Vistani, or Balaki. And since they're waiting for the horses, they can't do much anyway.
I think that will get the wine to Kresk.
All right.
I mean, that will get us entry. Right?
Yes. Well, if that's
That was the whole point, yeah.
yeah, that was the whole point of this. Right. Yep. So they can say whenever you're ready, we can head to Kresk then. They know that it's late in the evening, but they've been doing nothing for the whole day, so they're ready when you are.
Are we
Just
going
go
to rest
away.
before we head out?
You've destroyed enough wine.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, what else can they do? They're gonna either have to repair the wine, the vineyard, or the house, or go deliver the little bit of wine they have left.
So yeah, are we gonna rest before we actually head out? I mean, technically, we also just ran these horses north and south.
Yeah, these horses are knackered. They could take a rest
I
as
guess
well.
that will take a long rest in this case.
Ek
Then?
gaan nog binnekant toe gaan.
Like if
yeah.
we have a roof over our heads.
Yeah, they'll happily. So let me get back to the Wizard of Wine there. You saw that they have a lot of rooms available, so you can sleep in any of these rooms here. So this one is for Stefania, Dag, and their baby. That's where they sleep. This used to be Davian's room, but Davian has given it up for the new child that was born. And then some of the other Vistana sleep in here. Oh, not Vistana, where Raven sleep in here. But there's more than enough space for you to sleep as well.
Yeah, so that'd be my only suggestion on that is take a long rest, gather ourselves, get the horses a rest, head out first thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you still want to talk to the druids as well, so that will give Ivor the chance to prepare his spells.
Yeah.
Excellent.
And I'm gonna talk to the Grambikai and Stefania and tell them that look for this woman because we know where she was last time.
All right. Yeah.
Time the camps. She's a wizard and she can help you. At least having her here will make us feel better.
So you actually have met wizards before. Fascinating. Interesting. Okay. Yes. We'll look for this Esmeralda. You said.
Yes, just mention our names and she will know. And we will be in Kresk, so in case something urgent happens, you know where to find us.
Do you mind if I add something else to this letter?
I was under the assumption that we'd be flying there and speaking to her in person.
Then just say that Avalindo requires some instruction on styles.
Will do. Perhaps when you get the time, you may come and visit her here?
Of course. Or perhaps do send word as well to Rictavio.
Another person to send something to, yes. Will we find this Rictavia in the same place?
Indeed.
Okay, that makes it life easier. Want both of them to come this way? Or which way should Rictavio go?
Tell him to meet us at Kresk. I wish to know more. And he's the one with knowledge.
Certainly. And you see Dag give his wife a kiss and fly away as she's electing to stay behind this time to take care of the children.
Beatrice, Is it a good time for us to make a conversation?
Yeah,
or,
you can now. You can do whatever you like to do for your evening's rest. There's not much that I can do at this point. You're telling me what's happening from here on out.
What did you and Rictavio do in Kresk? Now we're going there. Information would be nice.
Well, Esmeralda is the one who knows more. Apparently, she was there already. We tried to get inside the abbey. I wouldn't recommend going the way I did because I had to climb the mountain and I got really exhausted, as you remember. I was a wreck.
Roland will remember this because he had no problem. Monks.
By the way, can I have Teach's boots?
Let me check what boots he's got, and I'll tell you.
He also has the robe of.
Oh, robe of useful
great-
things. Yeah, you can take the robe of useful items.
He
That's
also
cool.
has a Lightbringer, doesn't he?
He does, doesn't
Yeah.
he? Ugh.
He does.
you
Though
leaving
I
nothing
can't
with
really
him?
use the Lightbringer.
Yeah, and I think at the moment the sword is working for Beatrice quite well.
Oh yeah. I'm just like, but Beatrice has the light sword.
Yeah, the sword
What
of
is the
light.
Lightbringer?
The Lightbringer is a mace, technically. Well, no, it was. I
A
think
long sword.
Well, yeah, it was. It used to be a mace, but I reskinned it as a long sword that just produces light. So, and as an action, he can see, and I think it does a bit more extra damage. So I'll copy and paste it here.
Like, I think Roland can use it, technically.
Right. Who am I giving the robe of useful items to? Back to you, Beatrice.
I have too many things. Maybe someone else wants it.
It doesn't require attunement, so I'll give it to Avalinda then.
Okay. What can it do again?
What can't it do is the question sometimes. So one of those weird items I love, but it's weird. So each of them has a. So you see Teach trying to explain this to you in his own way. So each of these has a little pouch. When you rip down a pouch, throw this, and poof, magic, and whatever appears appears. You can use it.
And what about your boots?
My boots, 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 boots. This is something
It's
he.
springing and something.
Yeah, it was something he got as his character. When he was something he chose as his own thing, so it's not in here.
Boots of striding and springing.
Yeah, that's the one. I'll think about it. I'll tell you in the morning. I like these boots. My mom gave me these boots just before I went out. I was supposed to find. I was supposed to find the Order of Silver Gauntlets.
Now that's playing Teach's character.
I just had to remember what Teach was like.
Being mommy's boy.
Mm-hmm.
So the Lightbringer is a longsword, is that correct?
Yeah, I reskinned it as a longsword. I'm gonna add it to your to yours. It used to be a mace. That's why it looks a bit weird. Alright, so under magic items, Lightbringer should be there.
Your way of the open hand, right?
Yes.
Oh, if you were Kensai, you can actually use it.
Alright.
Yeah, but Kensai suck.
I don't know if I can actually use that as a longsword.
Yeah,
I mean, I could use it, but I don't have proficiency with it.
yeah, it's not gonna help you much.
It has radiant damage though, which is useful.
I mean, I have 11 strength, so I wish I could use it as a finesse weapon, but
Yeah, I have 12 strength.
I have 11. Ugh, why is all the weapons strength weapons?
Because this was an old module, and none of those classes existed when this module was made. Also, yeah, Lightbringer was something.
Eldritch Knights were made when this module was made.
You're missing all of the Eldritch Knight stuff. Shh.
Oh, okay. Good to know.
Good to know.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah. Anyway, I'll tell you what teacher says in the morning. But it's my mom's. Really though, she gave it to me.
Fine.
Make me a persuasion check. Why not?
Yay. 21.
Okay.
That's not a natural 20. I
Yeah, I
wish
know.
it was a natural 20.
It's 21 is still very good. Okay, fine. You may add boots of striding and springing to your inventory.
Boots. Let's see if I have it. They have it.
Yeah, they do. I
Boot.
just searched for it. I'll add it into magic items as well.
Yay.
Oh, that was
I
stupid.
get 3 stuff. Does it require attunement?
You'll have to check. I did not check right now. Yes, requires attunement for sure.
Well, it's fine. I have 1 attunement.
Yeah, remember you can have three things attuned to it. Some magical items don't require attunement. Some magical items do. Like for you, Beatrice, the sword definitely requires attunement. I think the periapts require attunements. The Lightbringer does not. Yeah, the Lightbringer does not, and the Robe of Useful Items does not. The Gulthias staff does. That's why you haven't learned what the Gulthias staff can do.
Okay, well, at least now I can jump.
Jump, jump.
Actually jump.
By the way, Beatrice, did you drop the Gulthias staff, or are you keeping the Gulthias staff?
I wanted to give it to Ivor to identify it, but because I'm afraid he's gonna be teleported if he touches it, I'm just gonna drop it next to him and I'm gonna tell him to have a look in the morning.
Yeah, see, he's a wizard. When he's identifying things, he does not touch the items when he needs to. He can make an Arcana check for him, since he unfortunately still does not have that bloody pearl. He's been looking for that pearl for ages. Been wanting to give him that pearl. All right. So he's gonna spend the evening looking it over. But yeah, this is a staff. This is one of those interesting things. Yes. Anything you're wanting to do throughout the evening?
Nope, just relax, and
Relax, relax and rest.
Relax and
maybe
rex.
like. But why would Xavier help you, Beatrice? What does he have to do with everything?
You need to have a discussion with him. He promised me that he would give you more information about why he's here.
If he knows anything
Well,
about...
I invited him because I know him better than Esmeralda, and he was willing to help me out with my stupid idea.
I have a lot of stupid ideas.
Shall we have some wine now that
You're at the
resting?
Yeah, now that you're at the Wizard of the Wines.
Open a wine.
Yeah, you can break open wines. They unfortunately still cannot give you the Champagne de l'Estampe. The Champagne de l'Estampe does not. It's been 10 years since anyone has been able to make Champagne de l'Estampe. But they can give you the best wines they have and the freshest wines they have, because of course they're surrounded by still some vineyards. And there was one whole one that you did not destroy here.
Nice.
This unfortunately was the one that was being poisoned. But they'll find a way. They'll give you as much wine as you do require, so you can get nice and sloshed for the evening. After all, you did save our lives. And you just hear David grumbling, mumbling, they should be paying for this. Why? Why should we have trusted these fools anyway? I'm just standing there in the corner watching you. Not much you can do about it because Adrian and Alvia decided that they want to party with you for the evening. As Ivor is sitting in a little corner, uh, investigating the Gulthias staff, and Teach is still down there guarding, doing the guarding duty. Because the guarding is the guarding of the duty.
Yep.
All right. Was there anything specific you wanted from the wine, Beatrice?
No, I just wanted to have some wine and relax after what
Mhm.
I saw.
Yeah.
She wanted to forget
Like,
what she
hey,
saw.
we failed. Time to bring out some wine. Woo!
Woo! Well, you failed, but you got rid of most of the druids here. So yes, at one point, Ivor will return just before bed, and he will say, "Ah, Beatrice, I finally figured out what this stuff can do. It can do quite a lot of things. I would love to keep hold of it if I can. I've never had a stuff like this before, but he's got it wrapped. He's got it wrapped up completely tight, and he's not touching as much as he can. It is slightly cursed, and well, it seems to be able to control those things that we fought today. Once you're attuned to it, you can control the blights, and you can also, well, become a vampire of sorts.
You're not keeping it.
Please, 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 I want to so much. You see the tears, and he's like, I could be like Strahd himself. I could pretend to be the devil.
So what does it do actually? So you
Okay.
said if you touch it, do you always teleport to that weird tree?
No, that was the strange thing. It must have been a once per day thing or once per century. I don't know what happened there. But when I wield the staff and I hit with it, I can suck out some energy from someone and it restores some of my hit points. But every time I charge it, and he points to certain sections on the staff where you can see, like bloodletting, blood will ooze out of these pores here, and I need to make a wisdom save, or I could go mad. Just temporarily, but mad nonetheless.
Definitely not keeping it, but what do you want to do, Ivor? If you stay here and if Esmeralda is here, I think it would be useful if one of you would hold it because at least you can help these people
True.
keep away the things if they come again.
Yes, because one thing I did learn was that if we break the staff or burn it to ashes, it's going to release this scream, and any of these plants that hear it within the 300 feet will instantly wither and die. You see his breathing gets heavier. I can't do Ivor justice today, unfortunately, but I'm getting the insanity right at least.
I'm gonna look at the others. So what do you think? I'm gonna look at Evelyn and Roland.
Yep, because Teach is guarding. God duty, Teach. God duty, Teach.
I'm not
Let's
giving
see.
that to the gnome. Are you crazy?
I'm a halfling. I'm a halfling. I'm a halfling. In your head.
Proving my point.
I think Esmeralda would be a good fit if she comes here and she actually helps them out while we're gone.
Yeah, so if you're unsure what it is, I have added all the information on what the Gulthias stuff can do under the picture. The technical terms, because lots of technical terms. But every time you spend a charge of it, it will afflict you with short-term madness, and you will regain health.
Oh, okay. So yeah,
It's a
don't
vampire
give it to
stuff. Yeah, it's a vampire stuff. Literally a vampire stuff. But yes, like I said, it can be broken, and when it's broken and there are any blights within 300 feet of it, they also wither and die.
And it will gain insanity when that happens,
No,
or not?
no, it's just an inhuman scream. It's the insanity. The temporary madness is when you use charges to regain health from it. when you do
Oh,
vampiric
so
strike.
yeah, we'll keep it here. Tell him to break it in case those things come back.
Okay.
Like these
But
guys are defenseless until
what if
Esmeralda
they
comes.
keep regenerating though from the tree? I mean, I also thought I don't really want to go to Babali Saga, but we could use it there too, I guess, if she's summoning these things too.
True, but don't you want to catch whatever we have in Kresk before Strahd gets that too?
Yeah, of course we have to go there, but this thing is powerful, and I just don't want to waste it. I mean, we have to help protect these people, but at the same time, I'm afraid of what this evil tree can do, especially after Strahd visited the place.
True, but in the end of the day, if you don't stop Strahd, what's the point? Yep.
I did find out some information about Kresk from Aurelius. He said that the Burgomaster is called Dimitri. He's an aristocrat, it seems, and he likes to be treated as one. So you would have to help me, Evelyn, to talk to him.
She just sighs and says, "Ugh, fine."
To pretend that I care.
Oh, yes.
Apparently, his wife seems to be fearless, and she would help us if your husband is being stupid. So that's good. His wife is Anna, and it seems that his son died. I don't know more information about it. Then about the abbey, the abbot is there. We've heard that he's paranoid. We kind of expected it, I guess. And he's made a bride out of bones for Strad, apparently.
That can't be good.
And Roland, you saw these mongrel folk. There are some weird. They used to be people, from what I understood, and now they look like beasts,
Yes,
and they're
strange
hungry.
creatures.
You
I
find
think we
this,
need to
yeah.
stop this.
You find this
Before
around the monastery, and there's a guy. His name is Clovin Bellevue, and he's the one who's starving them. And he's the abbot martinet.
it
If you
sounds
don't,
that we have
yeah,
another battle to fight.
they don't attack you if you don't attack them. I guess maybe it would be useful to have some food with us, but they didn't attack me. Esmeralda knows more about this because she was there before.
Maybe we should actually ask Esmeralda to come to Kresk then.
Or at least talk to her before on the way.
Perhaps Octavio and his tiger can save these people. Can keep these people safe. If he's willing.
I think to make it easy is you will know that Dag left the evening before, so Esmeralda will be there by the next morning. So you can ask her any questions you do.
Okay.
So
Wish.
basically, like, on the way, we can, like, meet her.
Esmeralda is going to be there even before you leave because 8 hours is way much longer than it takes to get to the tower.
Oh yeah, I'm forgetting that Barovia is a small place.
Barovia is a teeny tiny place. It is 2 hours or 2.5 hours to get to.
I'm just like used to Tomb of Annihilation
I know, yeah.
distances where every hex is like a day.
Yeah, no, this is a teeny tiny place. For reasons, obviously, but
Yeah, I
it's good.
understand. It's just I'm used to like every hex being a day now.
No, you're okay. All right, so yes, after you finally have your long rest. This is a long night of discussion, but you can have your wine, you can have your discussions, and you can have all of these things, and then at some point you do fall asleep. So give yourself
So,
that long rest.
level up?
No, level up, no.
Ah.
Just a long rest. You really think that fight was worth a level up?
Nope.
Then why are
What
you
about the
ask?
escape?
You told me that we're leveling up soon, so I thought, oh, next
Ah,
session then.
no. Leveling up, what I meant by leveling up soon is you're getting enough time to roleplay it, but not enough time to practice it, right? You need to practice as well, don't you? You need like a day or two.
Oh yeah, I think that I will like break out the guitar while
Yeah, there we go.
we're having some wine.
Maybe your first performance check. First performance.
Performance check.
And
I
then,
think I'll do this with my inspiration, so I have advantage, right?
well, first,
That's
no,
how
you
it
don't,
works.
no, you roll and then re-roll. So it's the same as,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
So let's see if my performance works. 14?
How does the performance work for the rest of you? The 14? It's good with the wine. But the wine is also good.
14, probably not bad.
Yeah, not bad.
Decent.
Yeah.
That's decent music. It's a good start.
Yeah, wait. So
Do you want to use your inspiration or do you want to and re-roll?
no, I
Nope.
think we're fine.
Okay, that's a good start. Yep, you're gonna need a few more performances to handle, but you should be okay. Yeah, Ivor can prepare his spells for the day. Spellcasters prepare spells.
One.
Yeah, all of you who needs hit points back and monk levels back and portents back and so many things. Do
Listen, I
that.
only need 30 minutes to get my key back, so.
True. You had that a long time ago. Even with your wine. What am I gonna do with a monk in this party? Nah, I'm not worried.
That sounds like a you problem.
It's honestly not a me problem. I mean, you saw how the battle went with a monk.
Yep.
Yeah, I knocked every one of them druids out.
I mean the battle with Strahd, not the battle with the druids.
Oh, it didn't do anything.
True.
Though at some point your fists become magical weapons.
It's already
Yeah, they
magical
already
weapons. Not at some point, it already are.
Yep,
Or
they're already there.
Alright, Beatrice, are you ready with Ivor?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He prepared his spell finally.
Alright, so you can go interrogate your druids. You see the next morning, Roland, you recognize Esmeralda as she is here this morning. She was one of the first people I think you actually met other than Teach. Let me just get her name, named NPCs.
It was Rictavio.
Was the first one?
Rictavio
Yeah,
and
Rictavia was the first one you met, and then you met Esmeralda. Yeah, she was the second one.
Yeah.
So as a reminder, Esmeralda is this brown-haired woman, rough around the edges, beautiful orange cloak, and hidden well underneath her cloak, to try and not be noticed, she has this wooden leg on one side. But she doesn't even bother with that. She's got various weapons around her, and she's very, very happy to see most all of you. Ah, my friends, you are alive. Unexpected.
Indeed we are.
Well, not unexpected, actually. I knew you were heading here. Because that's the last thing you told me. No, actually, what was the last thing you told her?
I think that we were heading to the river.
Yeah, you were heading to the lake, so she's very surprised to see you at the Wizard of the Wines.
A lot of things happened. Well, we last met.
At least you got me out of that tower. That's good news. It's going stir crazy, I swear. That man and his mood swings. Sorry, yes.
I require your help, vampire hunter.
Excellent. Who are we killing today? Are we finally heading to the castle? Good, 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 good.
She draws her rapier and says, "No, I require training."
Okay. Excellent. That we can do. She looks around the winery. Say, we doing this now? Doing this later? I'm itching for a
Outside.
fight.
Do I hear this?
No, this is not us fighting. This is not to the death. This is training.
Well, he wants to
I
join in
understand that,
training.
but
He wants to join
I'm
in on the
also a
training.
monk.
Yeah, he needs his training in the morning. And she will not say no to having 2 fights.
Basically, she just wants to like train to be a vampire slayer. That's like the whole idea of this.
True.
I just want to train.
He just wants to train. We don't have to
I didn't get like this by doing nothing.
exactly. And it would be
Yep.
very useful. It would be very useful for him to have some of these skills as well. So she'll go outside and teach the 2 of you.
If I'm going to slay Strahd, I need to be ready.
Good. I won't hold back on you then. Beatrice, well, these 3 are dead, so because apparently you killed 3 druids.
I don't really want to run this as a combat, but
No, we don't have to.
That's fine.
No, we don't have to run it as a combat. It's going to be a few rolls. Beatrice is heading downstairs to listen to the interrogation, I think. Or are you watching the fight?
Yeah, I'm gonna go downstairs with Ivor and try to scare the druids so that they talk to him.
Alright, intimidation check with advantage because this druid is by now tied up. Intimidation, damn. Ah! Okay, so the first thing you will learn.
He can also try to do detect thoughts if he thinks that they're not talking.
True. Let me actually make a wisdom save for them, see what kind of mindset they're in. Just a wisdom check. Ooh, interesting. He's a smarty pants wizard. And the first thing he says is smarty pants is all I'm looking for. What he was gonna say. Where are you, my dude? Ah, bring me the. Or he actually looks down at the staff that you have given to Ivor, and he'll tell you immediately. Give me the staff of the vampire. Nature bows to my whim. It is mine and mine alone. What does Ivor say back to him?
If you talk, we'll consider it.
You finally speak sense. You finally speak language I can speak back to you. Why you no speak this earlier?
Let's get to the point. What are you doing at the hill?
Looking for more magic seeds, of course. Serving our Dark Lord. The god, the deity of all.
How many do you have? 2?
How many of what do we have?
2 seeds?
Well, maybe, yes. We have 2 seeds. How do you know of the seeds?
Let me.
How do you do the thing in the chat where it's like
EM.
Yep.
Slash
EM? Yeah.
slash EM space. Right, yeah, he's definitely trying to deceive at the moment.
Yeah, and I'm gonna do again the important thing.
Make him fail, okay.
Yeah, I have 1.
Do 1 spell slot. Yeah, so as you see, he's definitely trying to change the subject to another subject and trying to avoid. He's thinking, crap, if they know that we have just the 2 seeds and we don't know where the other seed is, they might find the other seed before we do. It's been lost for so many years. So
what
yes.
What is this ritual thing? What are these stones? What are you doing there?
And you're still detecting the thoughts here.
Yeah.
Ooh, you can feel the bubbling of excitement coming up in this druid's chest and in his mind, and you start hearing this just repeated word over and over and over again before he even says the word out loud. But you hear this word, winter splinter, winter splinter, winter splinter, and you hear the thrumming, and his emotions are like a difficult thing, and thoughts are the same difficult thing as well. Is you realize that he is reciting this incantation as well as getting ready for this ritual of summoning this large entity known as Winter Splinter. The statue that is awoken by the green gem seed that is within its heart.
Why do you serve Strad?
Because he is in control of this land. He is the ancient. He is the land.
I thought you serve life. You're a druid.
But life. There is no life. There is only him. There is only the one that will save us all.
How many of you are there on the hill?
He actually does not know. He is not certain. Even with his deep thoughts, he doesn't know. He was part of another party that had been sent. There are many, countless, too many to count. You realize he's
mother.
You realize
too?
he's illiterate. Baba Lasaga, the mother that gave him magic. Yes. Yes, she comes and visits.
Does
Do
he have
you
the
want-
seeds?
He'll try and change the subject one more time. How long does the spell last?
1 minute.
1 minute. All right. At this point, I think it is probably
Okay,
you're not.
okay.
You're not too sure because that was a lot of information as it is. But it's just at that point where you're like, I'm losing him.
Okay,
I'm losing his thoughts, and he starts deflecting. So you say you want to be a vampire hunter? What is
Yes.
it? What is it that you offer, and what is it that you have as skill? She looks both at you, Roland, and at you, Evelyn.
I am an archer, but my melee skills need work.
That certainly does require work.
I have but my fists, my legs, my feet, my body.
And what of your magics? Do you have any of those?
She just like gives it like a spot. Like I'm like prestidigitation of like a little fire in her hand. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm. She would know because she casts prestidigitation. Ooh. Paltry
Yeah, but
tricks.
you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I throw up dancing lights.
Okay, so some magic. Good. So, what is it that you want to learn from me then? And she quietly sits down and she's gonna make an Arcana check. Well, actually no, let's make a kind of performance
Like
check.
maybe.
As
Yeah,
she
but like.
goes into several poses, tries to show off that she can do what Roland can do, but I think Roland can do it better. You can make a dexterity check or some kind of check that you think would be better performance.
I think that like in this
Acrobatics?
case.
Sure.
Evelinda says, "My magic comes from this land, from spirits, from the dead. I don't know what it is exactly.
Aha.
I can't control it as much as I could."
Then she's gonna take out her deck of cards. This is how I control the spirits of this land. They do speak to us all. In a way. Have you been told why you shouldn't kill a raven?
Yeah. A bit later than I hoped, but yeah.
She's gonna look over to you, Roland. Have you been told why you shouldn't kill a raven in this place?
No.
That is because it is said that ravens carry the souls of people. They are sacred within these lands. It appears that you have made friends with the keepers of the feather. So
I nod.
you are well aware that spirits are of a good nature here. When you die, know that you will join those spirits trapped in this realm. Not even death can let you escape this place. There are spirits upon spirits upon spirits here.
Then the spirits that speak to me now, the elven ones,
Could be.
they're trapped here, aren't they?
They've been trapped here for generations upon generations, yes.
Damn. It's more of a realization, not really a.
Yeah, no, I know. But yes, you will learn that when you die, even you die in Barovia, your spirit does not leave Barovia at all. It will be haunted or haunting this place, and sometimes a rebirth will happen, like what happened with Irina, and your soul could enter into another soul. So it could very well be true that Irina Kolyana is the reincarnated spirit of Tatiana, the love of Stradvan Zarovich. I think that is the realization that you, Evelyn, will end up with, and Roland, you might be learning as Esmeralda tells you more about this.
What about vampires and the fighting styles that will aid me in this?
Perhaps in time you will learn a little bit more, but I think for today the spirits guide you, because we are about to end the session there.
Oh yeah, yeah, I know. I'm
Yeah.
just I mean, like a training session. That's it.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I'm talking like cutscene training
Yep,
session, not
yes.
gameplays.
Yeah, it's this is montage time. Montage.
Yeah, montage. Give me my montage.
Yeah, she gives you your full montage and she tells you as much as you might need and doesn't tell you everything that you require at the moment because she still doesn't think you're strong enough.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm just like I'm talking like just like the role play.
Yeah, I know.
I'm not asking for something specific.
That's why I'm not giving you something specific. Alright, but yes, we will end our session there. Unless you had anything else, Beatrice, of note.
No, I guess we can continue in the next one to ask her about Kresk.
Yes.
I'm still pissed that you guys didn't notice my comparison to the Trevor versus Alucard fight.
Who's Trevor and Alucard?
From Castlevania.
Never played Castlevania.
Me either.
Did you watch the Netflix series?
Not the
No.
newest one, no.
It's good.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
I'll link the scene that I was talking about then.
Okay, I'm sorry. Right,
I
but
try to keep myself occupied otherwise.
I'm gonna end my stream here. Thank you guys so
Sure.
much, and I'll be back in a second. Yeah, to chat post game chat things.
Awesome.
All right, thank you guys so much for watching. We didn't have too many people today, but we are still going to raid Saber Houdini because I always love to raid Saber Houdini. I'm going to tell him immediately that I don't want any spoilers because he's playing bloody Final Fantasy VII, and I want to play Final Fantasy VII as well. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a comment and a like. Let's raid Saber Houdini here. Actually, yep, I did it correctly. I'll see you guys next time. Bum, ba, da.